I don't know how we're going to awkwardly open without Zip just saying something non sequitur.
Gasp. This is a tragedy.
I guess this is just how it goes.
I've got the plague.
That would do it. Yeah. We've all been there, unfortunately.
Not
on
me.
some level. We've
I'ma
all
stay
been
that way.
sick before.
Oh, well, yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, so we back again, and we're just gonna talk in this nice little voice. It's more fun that way. No, but we're back, and I am the one who was chosen for the recap. So last time, following the transformation of Lucretia's mountain into a water slide, the great alligator surfing bard made it to the bottom. Aiden had a few parting words for the various leaders on top of the mountain again, and then Aiden proceeded to also water slide down to the bottom. And following that, the mountain went away, and the druid leaders, reflecting on what they've heard, put up their own kind of equivalent to a tiny hut, which gave a little bit of room for additional words, I believe, from Annis and Aiden before parting. I think it was Annis and Aiden. Now my memory's fuzzy.
Yeah,
Two
it
of
was.
you were in there. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. We were in there talking about the plants.
Yeah, you were in there talking about the plants. You let them know about Juniper and the Blights, and you convinced them to not destroy them.
That's fucking right.
And you sort of seeded the idea of maybe the Blights being taken care of by Scribe, which is a weird place you didn't think you were going to be a few sessions ago.
Honestly, you're right. Not at all.
Meanwhile, Penelope was catching up with the outside group and the lady, giving them a little bit of an idea of what you saw while you're inside the weird Scribe dream space. So that was cool. Following that, Aiden had a quick word with his family, and the group then moved on to Grandpap's when they saw Grandpap, Alder, and Lucretia leaving. It turns out Lucretia had 21 shards of a previous Holy Grail, and that's what she needed him to enchant to enable the ritual. So he begrudgingly did that, and then he told everyone to get the hell out of his house because he doesn't want to have any more to do with it. Lucretia took those shards and said she was going to head back to Clock Tower, where she would be essentially beginning the process of inviting people to participate, following the blueprint laid out by the Fifth Grail War, in which the three founding families, or their stand-ins, which oddly enough means that Annis's family counts as the stand-in for the Makiri. Not that her player really appreciates that. But them's the rules. The Einsburns would be getting an invitation for themselves or delegation. The Edelfelts will be taking the place of the Tosaka, as was explained. 2 invitations will go to Clock Tower, one of which Lucretia is kind of calling dibs on through her influence. And there will be 2 essentially wildcard slots, because for those of you looking in the meta, no invitation was provided to Shiro, and Assassin is weird. So that's about all we have to say there.
He said, I'm going to invite myself.
I mean,
fuck.
That's what protagonists tend to do. So now you know that. Apparently these shards are going to be involved in the ritual to formally identify a master. She has all 21 of them, and she is left. She'll be back at Clock Tower doing something with that. She's noted that she'll be in touch. Following that, I believe the group decided they were going to set off to the barracks for Aiden's cake party and to speak with the Rangers and Paladins about the Drider situation, because you would like to get together a posse, so to speak, to go clear out the Drider problem and also get a better idea of the possible pathway within the Wellspring to Dream's End, Simultaneously, the Lady of the Lake on the reverse side of the world has gone to see if there's an entrance to Dream's End in the equivalent place on that side, and she'll be getting back in touch with Penelope when she finds out. Because that would be a weird roundabout path between the two sides of the world that doesn't involve a weird bubble thing, and all kinds of other possible implications. She doesn't know. She wants to know if it's there. So, after the barracks thing, the plan is to go back to Annis's place and have dinner with the family, maybe catch up on some stuff. And then in the morning, assuming all goes well, the plan is to go and take care of the Drider situation with some paladins and whatnot. I think that was everything that we talked about last time. If I missed anything, someone fill me in, because that was a lot, and honestly, I was trying to give plot details while a dog was squeaking in the background. That's distracting.
It's fair.
You did better than I did. I forgot about a lot of that.
Hooray.
It did help jog my memory, though. I appreciate that.
No problem.
For what
There are
it's
many
worth, we
threads.
couldn't hear the dog.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I could hear the dog the entire time, so that was very
Oh
distracting.
no.
Yeah. But it was fun. Dogs are cute. So yeah, that's about what we went through last time. Just in the general medicines for anyone wandering in who hasn't been following this from the start, we have a recap of the first half of the game, and there will be another recap prior to the Grail War of the section after that, so that anyone who comes in fresh can just start from there, because that'll be when it feels a little bit more Fate, I think. Right now it's more general type Moon, but once you start summoning servants and making them beat the crap out of each other, it becomes more Fate. So we'll see what happens there. We don't have a wiki for you to dive through, so you might actually have to pay attention to those recaps.
Yeah.
Cool. So there we go. I guess I can go ahead and pull up the barracks if that's where we want to start, unless anyone has anything they want to do on the way there from Grandpap's cabin.
I'm good.
I was making Penelope a cute dress. That's what my memory was having to remember. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I was like, I figured I'd be going through like stuff that she has, finding the right one, modifying it, 'cause she's gonna jump out of a fucking cake. It's gonna be great times.
As you do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay, let's get some maps up then.
Yeah, maps.
Let's see what state this map was in last time we opened it. It's actually pretty close. We'll just roll with that. We might adjust the time on it, but otherwise it's pretty close. Whee.
I want you to know he got his cute ass flower crown. He's been like envisioned like if you didn't know this boy sewed before, you do now, because he's a medic and he was like, magic is dying. So he pulls out his needle and thread, he drew across some flowers, attaches them to your dress, and it's just like speeding through. He's very handy with a needle and thread.
I need these skills as a cosplayer.
Look, druid crafting your own flowers would be so great.
Go to enter a craftsmanship contest.
I made these flowers.
I mean, that's the ultimate flex. You get up to the judges and you craft your costume in front of them.
Honestly.
It'd be the ultimate transformation.
But yeah. So yeah, that is what he's doing for a majority of the night, and then he'd swing by Annis's family's place. Be like, I mean, I guess everybody was gonna play some music this evening. It was what it sounded like.
Oh, I thought we were going to the barracks for the cake thing.
Grabbing it to bring to the barracks is what I'm asking. He had like a whole set of instruments.
You are all free to go in whatever order you wish. I have all of the maps.
I was like, I wouldn't need to visit the map. I would just be like making sure like this is like, hey, grab this before we went to barracks kind of thing.
Okay, yeah.
Just gonna go swiping stepdad stuff?
I mean, he let him borrow it before. He'll have him let him borrow it again potentially. Like, please and thank you. He's his manners.
Grand Theft Horse.
In which the horse is doing the theft.
I mean, why not both?
Tell you what, if you want to convince him to let you borrow some of his instruments, you can roll persuasion, because he's a bard and they care about those.
I mean, he asked about the harp last time.
And you didn't take it out of his house.
I mean, I did. I was in his backyard. Outside the house. All right, here goes nothing.
Can I help? Can I help?
Can I assist as well?
I feel like
your assistance allows him to roll with advantage, sure.
Oh, thank Jesus.
Cool.
All right, let me get advantage on here.
I don't really know why any of this is happening, but
It's gonna well tell your
borrow musical instruments.
Tell your dad to come join and have fun. Jesus fucking Christ.
I mean, you didn't have to roll that high. I just wanted to give you an opportunity to roll badly.
Oh, thank you. Because I did. Look, we know the rules. Unless it's academia related, it will be poor.
That's really funny still. But yeah, he's willing to let you take some instruments. It'll be fine.
Yay! And then we grab his hand and take him to the barracks.
Are you kidnapping him too?
Yeah. And his mom. Well,
Some sort of party happening at the barracks tonight, I guess.
And the siblings.
Oh, you're just taking the whole family.
Why not? It's a party.
Aiden, you can't kidnap everybody.
It'll be good times. The more the merrier.
All right, let me grab a bunch of tokens.
Oh no.
It's all good. I keep them all in the same folder.
Excellent. Who else do we gotta make sure is at the party? Scribe's gonna be there, right? I actually legitimately are the leaders gonna be there because he does have to talk to them.
They're still deliberating.
Okay.
Your paladins are gonna be there.
Yeah. Oh.
Suppose I could grab an instrument and try playing.
I'm losing his name. Oh no. Shit, I gotta go find the list. The really sad man that lost his horse. Please tell me he's there.
I mean, it's where he lives, so yes.
That's good. Excellent.
You mean Soren?
Thank you. Just, I'm gonna refer to him, the really sad man.
I mean, that's fair. All right, let's add some family.
Yeah. We are family. Actually, when did that song come out?
It's old enough to be in this setting if you want it.
I was like, it's gotta be way before 2000. Yeah, okay, yeah, 1979. I was like, there's no way it was excellent. It plays in the background.
I suppose while I'm at the house, I'll grab an old acoustic guitar. Since we're playing music or something, I'm still not entirely sure what's going on. Why is there a cake? Why are you making a dress for Penelope? I don't...
You'll see in time, Annis. You'll see in time.
Oh, okay.
Hew. We have things we gotta do. We got small elf kids we gotta impress. We gotta make their nights the best nights ever. Also, I promised, and I cannot break this promise, no matter how bad I pissed off the rest of the town.
You did upset a lot of people.
I regret nothing.
All right, let's see. Who am I forgetting now? It's a lot of characters.
So you've got twins, the youngest, both parent. Yeah, Beach is there.
Alder is not there.
Ah,
which should not be shocking.
Time to drag him from his house. I'm just kidding.
I would not recommend that.
I'm kidding.
Let's see.
The man needs a rest. Give him the nap.
He's had a long day. He had to teleport twice. I think I've covered most of them.
Going to be there? Or is she also too tired?
Who is that?
Nora?
She's here. She's at a table at the top.
Ah, I see.
Like, you can assume that there are various other elves or druids in most of the seats. I've just got enough tokens that I'm not going to dump them on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's hanging out with some of the healer druids from the churchy place that you went before. Looking over the folders, make sure I don't forget anybody. Oh, placeholder tokens. Let's not add Shinji. I don't think we're doing that. I think we've covered enough of the bases now that if we forget someone, I'll go get them.
They can just be fashionably late.
Well, like,
Yeah.
Sideboy can always be fashionably late.
I think he's down in the barracks, isn't he?
Oh, really? Is he back by the horse stalls?
Yeah, it's where he defaults to on this map. He's not a happy boy, okay?
He's there.
It's just like,
He's
it's
sad.
all I can think about is like the inside of the barracks, like the caramel dancing meme, where it's just like it's the lights flashing, and on the outside it's that muffled noise, and it's just him and the horse stall.
I appreciate the fact that Speedy Cake hates that song.
Good.
He really, really hates that he works so hard on so many things, and the one where he just increased the speed by 27% and did nothing is the one that went viral.
Good.
I would admittedly annoy the crap out of me too. Like, I don't know how that wouldn't annoy the crap out of someone. All right, let's stick these paladins at a table to the best of how the map allows. Phaedon can be up here. That's fine. Scraggly stays at the bar. Scraggly is pretty happy with the spot.
He's not moved from that chair since we have entered the barracks initially.
I mean, on this map, yeah. Like, he's obviously moved to attend the meeting, but now I guess I'll add all of you.
It was just an illusion. He never left.
Admittedly, that's not the worst use of minor illusion if your goal is to not go to work. Scraggly works on company time.
But he's just like, I'll peek in, but I ain't moving my fucking spot. He's working from home. Working from the bar.
Now to adjust the sizes, lest we live with gigantic hemlock.
And big Penelope.
I like how I get a note that this extension that resizes things is deprecated every time I resize one, but it still works, so I just don't care. There we go. Hemlock went to the tree. That's fair. I don't blame Hemlock. Seems
Too much noise.
legit. Okay, that should do for now. Like I said, assume that people are hanging out in most of the seats in the other spots and around the bar. So if there's anyone I forgot about, just let me know and I will give them an actual token so you have someone to talk to. But yeah, you it took you about an hour to wrangle all the things from Manus's place and then move stuff over here. All the things including her entire family. So that happened. Cool. So the clock in game now is sitting on 4:40 p.m. It's been a long day. For those keeping track, you arrived in Sherwood yesterday.
What a long day. Holy cow.
Yeah, I think we played Truth or Dare last night, but I'm not quite sure. It's been a while.
Ugh. I'm not sure where that voice was. Wow. Oh wait, am I in the cake?
I would assume
That's up
not
to
yet.
you.
Oh.
I mean, unless you wanted me to roll the cake in. I can do that.
No, I am not in the cake. I am not in the cake.
I figured we were gonna get that set up like a little bit later when the party's like not just starting. Like sneak to the back of the kitchen area, get everything
yeah.
prepped, and then push you out and be like, ba ba bam.
Be like, hey guys, I've conveniently got something I have to go do. I'll be right back.
That's not suspicious.
No, not at all.
Ugh.
She's coming over. She's not sitting down, but she's just gonna come over and chat with her family.
That's right, get that family time.
It's fair.
Get it now.
Oh boy. Alright, Penelope is gonna go over and just peek in at the paladin's table.
Oh boy. Okay. So as you're walking over to the paladin's table, it is clearly far and away the loudest table of all the tables in here. You can hear them from the moment you open the door. You can hear the normal boom and bluster of Montgomery.
I knew it.
Of course. But he seems to be actually having a spirited debate / argument, depending on how you want to interpret it, with the woman who has black hair. I'm just saying, I don't think it works that way. Oh, it works that way. I could totally beat her in a fight. She made a mountain. Yeah, but so what? That just meant she was afraid. She had to go up to the top of a mountain to get away from all of us. I think she made a mountain. Dead apostles are the worst. She takes a drink.
Penelope's gonna pop up. Are you talking about Lucretia?
Yes, indeed. She kind of embarrassed us a bit with her ability to create mountains and sort of circumvent our security line.
I mean, she does that. I wouldn't be too embarrassed by it.
Honestly, it's just what they do, I'm afraid. We're fortunate that she seems to at least be in favor of helping us instead of just fighting everything.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't seem like she really wants to fight anyone, so... Unless she has to, and... Yeah.
Yeah, from across the table, the one with the, let me zoom in. Actually, I have pictures of these people. Let me get those out. Might as well use the assets if I've made them.
Yeah.
We got pictures.
Oh boy.
Hooray. Alright, so because they're new, here's the one with the black hair. Boop. I'm not bothering to hide their names because you've already been described all of them and seen them before. But so she's the one who thinks she could take Lucretia in a fight. Good times. And as they say things, I'll just share their pictures. So from across the table, this guy is now chiming in.
Also, she makes Montgomery look smart.
She's very motivated. But yeah, so this guy is speaking up from next to her, and he's also having a drink at the moment, and he chimes into what you said. Yes, we're actually quite lucky that she's decided to not wage war upon all of us. The grand scheme of dead apostles, we're very fortunate. I mean, my understanding is we just had to deal with a much more belligerent one yesterday. And this one seems to mostly just be here to make things and then actually clean up her mess.
Yeah, I mean, that's what she does. She basically cleans up the messes.
How do you know her exactly? Leans forward over the table.
I met her at a party.
I don't really get invited to those parties. That sounds interesting. Where are my manners? Hello, welcome to our table. Apparently, famous interrupter of meetings yourself.
Yeah. Except I don't make mountains.
Few of us can. Where are my manners? I'm a Laquinol. I'm a paladin, obviously. As you can see here, this is Mealy. Greatest aggressor of all the land. Greatest fighter in all the... Greatest aggressor in all the land. You want to find out how aggressive I can be? Not right now. Not right now. We have guests. We don't have guests. We're in a bar. This is where we fight. We fight everywhere. Yes, we do. And she reaches for her sword. Up. Laura speaks up. You've seen her before, but here's her picture because it was super tiny last time.
Hey.
Now. We don't need to fight here. We're all having a good time, and more to the point, pretty confident if you all got in a fight right now, someone else would step in and stop it, and it'd be me. So cut it out. Yes, Lorelei. Yes, Lorelei. They both seem a bit cowed by this. Now, good. And she turns back to Penelope. Told you you'd get a chance to meet them eventually.
Yeah. I mean, everybody seems really nice.
And then the final one who you've not spoken with yet is not drinking alcohol at all, but in fact has a nice big mug of milk. And he's sitting at the other end, and he's smiling. And
I like him already.
as he looks across the table to Penelope, you see him actually... you can see from your height and the angle that you're at this table that he's holding something under the table. And he slips his mug of milk away and under, and you can tell that he's doing something to it.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to sneak a peek and see what he's doing?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Are you being subtle or are you being overt?
Subtle.
Okay, then you get to roll stealth. It'll be fun.
Oh boy. Oh, Penelope, please.
Okay. It's pretty clear that you see him doing something and you just sort of turn and you look under the table, which is kind of obvious to everyone, but it doesn't stop you from doing it. And you see that he actually has a squirt bottle of chocolate syrup. It has a rabbit on it.
Oh my god!
And
I found it, everybody. Stop the game. I found my love interest. But
he squirts it with the Hershey Quick, and then he reaches across the table nonchalantly and takes a spoon, reaches under and stirs it, but he's so careful with stirring it that he doesn't make any dinging sounds across the edge of his glass.
I'm crying.
Then he places it back up on the table in front of him, and then he says across the table to you, "Hello, would you like some chocolate milk?"
No, I'm good, thanks.
You should tell him what's us.
I find it rather refreshing after a long day to just sit back and enjoy some chocolate milk.
Yeah, I'm good. Milk and I don't get along very well.
Oh, I understand. That's unfortunate.
I need. Hold on.
I
No.
think Fish is dying.
No, you don't understand.
No, I
One
fully
moment.
Oh no.
A
Are you
pleasure to
okay?
meet you. My name is Dinolis. I am a paladin as well, and I am pleased to make your acquaintance. I would also like to compliment you on your very well-delivered speech. It's rather refreshing to see someone who's capable of, well, holding a room like that. Especially after the diatribe of Scribe and the varying degrees of enthusiasm shared by the others who came after him.
Well, thank you. I mean, I guess that's just kind of what I do.
You're very
I'd
good
be,
at it.
I'd be a very bad bard if I couldn't hold the room.
I've seen bad bards before.
I have too. It's not fun.
It's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like, bad fighters hurt themselves, bad monks hurt themselves. Really bad most classes hurt themselves, but bad bards, they hurt us all.
Yeah. Ugh. But
If you don't wingman
yeah.
for me,
I-
you do not.
Oh my god. But yeah, thank you. I was not gonna lie, a little nervous. So that was the first time I've actually spoken on behalf of the lady. So
And you did a marvelous job.
thank you. But yeah, I just really wanted to meet you guys because yeah, she said that basically I was part of something bigger now, and I thought it would be cool to meet you guys.
Oh, it's definitely something bigger. I'm going to have to start clarifying who's talking, aren't I? Oh, characters. You so many. All right, so this is Ilaquinol from across the table again. It's definitely something bigger. It's not often that we actually get people in touch with the Fae, the fair folk, the Lady of the Lake.
Yeah, for what it's worth, this is relatively new. Sort of. Kind of.
It's true, in fact. I dare say that you might be the first one that Lady of the Lake has put forward in some time.
Oh, really?
To my knowledge, anyway.
Oh.
She's a bit more secretive, so to speak. She's very picky, so you must have done something to really impress her.
Well, that's good.
So who'd you
Yeah,
fight?
so-
Who'd you fight to
What?
do it? I'm just going to start shaking them now. It's more fun.
What? Who'd I fight? To do what?
Who'd you fight to impress the lady?
I didn't fight anybody.
Interesting. How'd you get her attention?
I summoned her in the lake one night a few years ago.
Ah, the classic approach. And then
Yeah,
you fought her?
Huh?
And then you fought her?
No, I didn't fight her.
She seems confused. Not everyone
mean-
fights everything.
I mean, I wouldn't want to fight her anyway, because that just seems rude, but...
It's true.
no,
It would be rather rude to fight someone after summoning them.
It'd be like, hey, can you come over to my house for a little bit? Sure. And then, they show up and you just punch them in the nose. That's really rude.
It would be poor manners.
Yeah, it really would. But yeah, although since you seem so keen on fighting something, and she's just gonna bop over here.
Oh, absolutely. I was bored out of my mind today.
So, have you seen the postings in the back of the barracks?
You mean the monster kill to-do list?
Yeah.
Yes, I was going to start making my way down that before all the tree stuff happened.
So, a few of us are gonna go and try and check out the Drider situation tomorrow morning.
So we're gonna kill a Drider?
Potentially.
She looks across the table over to Lorelei. Formally requesting permission to kill a Drider? Lorelei stares back at her. That's a bit dangerous, isn't it? Yeah, that's why I want to do it. That's why I want to do it.
Excuse me.
If you're careful, you can investigate, and if necessary, you can escalate. Okay,
Yeah,
good. We're gonna kill a Drider. We're gonna kill a Drider. This is gonna be awesome.
Well,
She starts sharpening her sword right here.
Whoa! Put that away.
Slowly puts sword away.
But yeah, I'm not sure how the others in the group want to handle it yet, but like, I'm personally of the opinion we need to investigate it first, and then I kind of want to see if I can talk to her, see if we can talk it through first. That would be great.
That might be a bit
if she
difficult.
starts getting, huh?
That may be a bit difficult. If she's the feral kind, she won't understand you, and if she's not the feral kind, she might cast spells on you.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I honestly don't want to look at her either way. I'm completely horrified of spiders to begin with, and I don't even want to think about the concept of a giant spider. Whew.
In your defense, she's only half spider.
True.
You're not helping there, big guy.
That's
You're not helping.
still more spider than I'm comfortable with. Oh, hold on. Shit. Sorry, that was not a good cough.
Fair. Take your time. You're good.
But yeah, that's a little more spider than I'm comfy with, and we could really use the help because, like, I think we've got a pretty solid team, but I don't think having extra hands would hurt, you know?
I'm certainly keen to find out what it's keeping in its nest myself.
Yeah, and from what I understand, this might actually help us figure out part of the problems that have been going on with the mana drain lately.
You think it's related to the weird bubbles or something else?
It could be related to the weird bubbles based on what we found out earlier.
Certainly sounds like you've got a bit of a research project, so do you want to go scouting on your own, or do you want us to go with you for that?
Let me check with the others. I personally would feel better if you guys came along, but if they feel like we've got it, then we've got it.
That's completely commendable. In general, just for your information, tomorrow evening we're planning on going to London to take care of an incident that was recently reported to us involving a library.
Yeah, that library.
Or at the very least gather information ourselves. So if your group decides you want to take care of this in the morning, we'd be happy to help. But if you'd rather wait a bit, then of course we won't be here, but I'm certain the Rangers would be willing to help as well. I know at least one of them is eager to get some payback.
And I can give you guys more, I don't know how much information you have about the library situation, but I mean, I was there when it happened. I can give you guys as much information as you need.
I've told them what you told me at least, but if there's anything else that you think would be helpful, I'm happy to pass it along as well.
I can't think of anything else. But I mean, I know how to get a hold of you if I do think of anything else, so.
It's definitely true. I obviously live in the area, so. And, of course, you have a certain skill with reaching out to people who need to hear your words.
That I do. Yeah, so let me go check in with the others about what we want to do for tomorrow morning, and then I'll let you guys know.
As you turn to go, Mealy leans over and says, I will absolutely help you kill a Drider.
Oh, okay. I appreciate the enthusiasm.
She looks a lot happier than she was when you got to the table.
She just, like, pats her on the arm.
Add her to the harem.
Stop!
Penelope gets all the babes.
She
This
just...
is not Grand Order. This is a different kind of thing.
she just smiles at her and then walks off.
You mean we're not playing Waifu Simulator 3000?
Hey, listen. I got, like...
I mean,
I
it's
gotta
only
leave
one
some
wish
waifus
away.
for everybody else.
No, it's only one wish away. We got a grail. I'm just saying.
I mean,
That
if
would be a really
I happen to
irresponsible
acquire all of
wish.
the waifus, then I happen to acquire all the waifus. It's fine.
I wish to have
Gonna
all
go
the
for the good end instead of the true end, I see.
We only want good things in this lifetime. Yeah, like, I didn't want to interrupt, but I'm gonna say he would have popped outside because I don't know how long that conversation took. If it was only a few seconds, then like he'll still be in there. But
It took him a few minutes.
Okay.
We're kind of doing cinematic time where don't worry too much about the real time. Just understand that
Okay.
conversations usually take a few minutes.
Yeah, I was just gonna like while she was doing that, he was gonna go to Sad Ranger Soren.
Yeah. All right, let me drag the camera, so to speak.
Gotta make him a little less sad. There's a party going on.
He is still hanging out down there where he was before.
How does he look? Is he like, is he covered in hay? Is he like a hot mess?
He looks like he's doing okay. He just doesn't look super happy. When you get there, he's kind of pacing back and forth. It takes you a second to recognize it, but it kind of looks like he's going through the motions that you would go through if you were properly caring for a horse that just isn't quite there. Like, he's not like petting an invisible horse or anything, but you can tell he's probably following more autopilot than really thinking about what he's doing.
Does he have like the brush in his hand?
The brush is not in his hand, but you do see the brush nearby.
Gonna very gently not startle him and just kind of like, I don't want to interrupt his process.
I mean, he notices you coming up. Like, he's still a ranger.
Oh, that's fair. And then I stealth and roll a 1.
If you want to stealth, you can.
And then I stealth and roll an 11. I'm just being gentle. I don't want to slam doors.
As you are walking up, he turns and he notices you coming up, and he says to you, welcome back. It was quite the speech earlier.
Yeah, not many of them took that quite well, but it had to be
You introduced
said.
some ideas to their heads. That's the best you can hope for.
We had some better talks up on the mountain, which is good. Just not anything
that was a bit
everyone
of a
else.
feat there, wasn't it?
Oh yeah. I mean, surprisingly, I'm not as mad at Scribe. We're trying to start off on a new foot. Or foots. Which is good. Hopefully a good decision comes out of this deliberation. And he
Yeah,
just
we'll
kind
have
of,
to hope for the best there. Thank you for the heads up about those spores, by the way.
oh, no problem.
It turns out a lot of us were at risk for things, but thankfully we were able to get help.
I'm glad. And I would be very distressed if anything happened to you and the others. Be a very bad healer if I allowed that. So he just kind of
You're
picks up the
truly
brush.
you're truly a proper representation of your kind. I'm sure your teacher would be very proud.
Thank you. I'm actually sure she'd really enjoy hearing that. I've kind of given her a hard time. So, as you
I
can
think
tell,
that is
you kinda get a
unfortunately the burden of a student at times.
yeah. She's done well though. And he starts like brushing his own hair out because it's been a long day on his side because he's a fucking horseman. It's like, can you help me reach like over here? And he just like passes the brush. Just give him like actual like horse stuff that he can do because like obviously he's still in the motions.
Oh, no, sure.
I
Yeah,
can't
no
quite.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
He
he's sort of
can
cautious
totally
about this, but he does take the brush and start brushing the spot you can't reach, or claiming you can't reach.
claiming. I was like, he can totally reach it. He's just like this poor guy. He needs a moment, but
There
it
you go.
means that he's closer and he can talk to him softly. And he's just like, hey, I know you're kind of cooped up in here. I know. Oh God, what was the horse's name out of character?
Oh, his horse?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, his horse was named Archon.
Thank you. It's like I know you loved Archon dearly, and it's a lot. It's a lot to go through. But maybe just for an evening, we get you out of here. We go inside. There's a whole event going on. There may be some surprises later. There'll be like some delicious cake to eat, some music. Just for an evening, just take your mind off of things. Would you be down for that?
Roll persuasion.
Oh, fucking my life.
Hey, you're playing
I
the
know.
charismatic character, whether or not you invest in it.
Fuck my life. Another 11.
I don't know. I'm not sure I'm really feeling much for celebration right now.
What
What exactly are you all celebrating in there?
Well, that the meeting's done is it probably could have been a lot longer if Penelope didn't interrupt.
That is admittedly worth celebrating. That was drawing
Probably
on a bit long, and between that and the trees, a lot of focus was taken from things that probably matter more.
Yeah, and we can definitely celebrate the trees not being a problem anymore. You're healthy. And we can celebrate tomorrow morning. We're going out to deal with the Drider situation.
He pauses mid-brush on that part. You're going to take care of the Drider?
Mm-hmm. It's like it's an urgent matter. And the sooner the better.
Be careful, okay?
We've got this. I've got a very persuasive friend and a very can handle things friend. She's very good with her fists, and throwing punches and people. I feel like a Drider to be not as much of a challenge, maybe a little bit, but
They're dangerous.
she's got an awesome punching boyfriend too. Between the two of them, the poor Drider might actually just want to go.
You're gonna kill it, right?
I personally want to figure out if it did it in malice or hunger. If it was with malice, then it's got of explaining to do. If it was hunger, part of me, as also, we kind of all are species. I can't be entirely mad because people have to eat. But again, if it's malice, and I want to figure out what's going on over there. And honestly, it may not live anyways, just because even if I feel a certain way, you feel a certain way, and so does the rest of the team, and that needs to be taken into account for, along with the situation in itself. My goal is to bring you back those bones and to put Archon to rest.
I would appreciate that. Honestly, my biggest fear is that she's using them.
What do you think she'd be using them for?
Well, there have always been stories about horrifying spell-casting creatures. I fear that she would be using poor Archon for evil.
Oh, for an component. Oh, that is something to be very concerned about. I promise you that I will bring back Archon. That is no doubt. Anything else does not matter like that matters to me for you.
Well, thank you. Like I said, when I mentioned this before, I'd do it myself, but I know I would be sloppy if I tried right now. I've got too many emotions in the way, and that is the enemy of making good decisions.
I mean, shoot, you saw my emotions earlier. Sometimes they help. Sometimes they make people mad. Sometimes sharper, sometimes sloppy. But go with your gut. Always go with your gut, okay? Just like hands to face. I've learned this from my friend Penelope. Just like hands to cheeks. You're gonna get through this. We're gonna get Archon properly back to you. Everything will be a process from there. But until then, don't make yourself feel bad. It wasn't your fault.
It's not really feeling like it's my fault so much as just feeling the absence.
Well, why don't we go fill that hole for a bit? Let's get you surrounded by people and not in the stall. It's gonna be empty in here, and that's not helping.
Okay, do a new persuasion check.
Please. Thank you.
Look, if you're gonna help out the way you're saying, then sure. It's the least I can do is thanks.
Gonna just take him by the hand very gently. He's gonna lead him into the barracks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I will drag both of you up for your benefit.
Fuck yeah. Channeling my inner Penelope. It was the hands to the face. It's like blowing on dice. Gave me the good luck.
There you go.
I'm so content now. I'm done.
Alright, so he walks in and he looks around, and when he does, the captain over here, Sariel sees him, and she sort of walks over. She claps him on the shoulder a bit. They sort of make eye contact and nod, and then they go back over here and get a seat at a table with a bunch of other rangers.
Good. Excellent.
Who welcome him back.
I'm so happy. All right, I'm done. I don't need the rest of this game. I'm done. I'm kidding.
And then you retire without ever talking to Chocolate Milk Paladin.
Fuck, no, I can't. All right, game continue.
What's Annis up to?
I guess she's still talking with her family.
That's fair.
I kept making rolls to see if I'd wander over to the paladin discussion while that was happening, but it's not happening now. I guess she breaks off and comes back over here.
Okay. Hey, look, the party.
It's party time. It was a bad joke and I realize it.
So do you think those paladins are all pretty badass?
Yeah, they seem pretty badass.
Because that one over there, the lady with the dark hair, she keeps looking this way like she's trying to decide if she could kick our asses.
Oh my god, no, Derek, you would absolutely get along with her. Yeah, you need to. You two need to chat at some point because I think you two would love to fight each other, but like not not in the antagonistic way. I think it would be an enjoyable activity for the two of you.
Secret Fight Club fight?
Yeah.
You think so? You think she'd not just stab me?
I mean, I
wouldn't
tell
let her
her
stab
not to
me, but
yeah, no, like we're not going to let you get stabbed, but
Annish, you're not related to her, right? Because I know I can't fight your family.
No. The only paladin I'm related to is Beach.
Fair enough, fair enough. At least for now.
What? Oh,
Whoa.
right.
Whoa.
I think I might make it my mission by the time all this is all said and done. I think I might make it my mission to try and get them together. I don't know.
Minigame unlocked.
Excellent.
Oh dear.
Time to get to S rank.
Just
Oh my
start
god, no.
putting little meters above characters, and we're now just playing The Sims.
No.
Yes.
Alternatively, this is now Fire Emblem, and I'm trying to pair people off.
Oh my god.
I'm ready.
You're like, that way when there's a time skip, we can have the best stats for everyone.
Inexplicably, they have children? Where did these come from? The future?
You know, time skip, shenanigans. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I was only gone for 2 months.
You know, a lot of things happen in 2 months. It's fine.
You haven't even known each other for 2 months.
But anyway.
Oh.
But yeah, so we're still planning on going and checking out the Drider situation, right?
Yeah.
I mean, now that we know what is in the Wellspring, we have to.
Yeah, you said tomorrow morning, right?
I mean, it's probably better to do it sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Also, yeah,
Also
because
after a rest, of course.
Yeah.
oh, absolutely some rest. Like, no, we've got to get Archon's bones back, and by we, I have promised it, and I am not leaving until I get those bones. So. Yeah. Thorin also is kind of concerned that potentially the Drider may use them as components for evil spells. I am hoping that's not the case.
Yeah.
But we're gonna put that horse to proper rest.
Yeah. But yeah, the paladin said they'd be happy to come and help us out if we want them to come with us in the morning. I don't know if we're just planning on doing like a scouting situation in the morning or
No, I think we need to just take care of this. I almost said dryad. Dryda.
That'd be a weird druid play for you.
As soon as possible. And I think if we can have the paladins and the rangers backing us up, or
That would be
that would be ideal.
a question, because if they can be reasoned with and they just want to go back to the other side, that would be nice.
Yeah,
If
I
they can't,
agree.
Because and I told Soren, I was like, I don't know if Archon being slain was in malice or in genuine hunger. 'Cause people, peeps got to eat, and I can't fault somebody for needing to eat, even if it's a giant horse. It's just whatever answer we get will definitely dictate the course we go. I would assume when we get there. Besides.
Regardless, we need to get that Dryda away from the Wellspring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless we really can reason with her, in which case maybe we could convince her to guard it and only let in certain people. But
I
not
would-
likely.
I'd prefer to get the Drider into the bubble so they're back in their area with mana and they're not stuck to literally one spot.
Yeah.
That's just inhumane to me. And cruel.
I just don't want to think about the concept of a giant spider in Sherwood.
That's, I guess, I mean, they're only half spider.
It still creeps me out.
That's fair. That's fair. But recon definitely sounds good even before making contact, just so we are not caught off guard. And, we have options for,
Right.
yeah, like flanks.
Honestly, I feel like if you go in there with a whole bunch of rangers and paladins, then you're not going to be able to really talk this thing down. It's probably just going to attack you or run.
Yeah, they might see it as hostile. The question is,
I mean, I would.
how close or far away they would be, Like if they're not directly behind us, but say like hidden a couple of, maybe 60 or 70 feet back. Things go south, you do a little whistle, they bust out of the trees. But if it goes fine, then it's fine.
We could always try and trap the Drider as well, like...
Oh, just do a little catch and toss into the hole?
Well, no, like, spook her out of hiding and then steer her toward a trap, like a cage or something. And then, once we've got her safely secure, then we try to talk to her or take her to the bubble to get her back home or whatnot.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
We'd have to definitely make it a very inconspicuous trap because they're very intelligent. It's not like we can just have them run directly into a cage. That's the downside. But I do like that idea.
If we put our heads together, especially with the ranges, I think we can come up with something that, kind of masters at doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Probably be much safer than just flat out trying to fight and kill it anyway.
Yeah.
It definitely, even if we trap, we have to be cautious of verbal spells. So if there's any way that we can keep them from popping those off, if they get really cornered, that is my concern.
I mean, I've got the viola that Kwaku made for me.
That's fair. I guess if, like, because that's going to take away all of us being able to talk to them. So I guess if we try to talk and they're just not having it and you notice, I guess we keep our eyes and it looks like a spell's about to go off, then maybe we just start
I
playing
almost to suggest this. At one point, I think, I don't think we have them anymore, but back in France, we came across some manacles that it looked like...
Oh my gosh.
stopped
Yeah.
the person that was wearing them from doing anything magical.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not suggesting use the manacles, but I am saying that type of thing that type of enchantment exists. So...
Wait, do we still have those?
That is an excellent question. Let me
To the
look.
inventory.
Them up? Hold up, you picked them up?
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Let's see. Inventory. If they're anywhere, they're in the bag of holding, but I don't think... Oh, come on. Come on, Fantasy Grounds. Let's see.
I feel like you traded them.
Yeah.
I think I did.
Damn.
That's potentially something we could ask the codesmith about, or perhaps the rangers have something like that already.
We could ask. It's just that seems like something that would take more than a day to maybe craft. That seems really, really powerful. But it doesn't hurt to ask for sure from both sides of that. Janice, you're a genius.
And if it does take a little bit longer, The paladins are leaving tomorrow, right? I think I heard them say that they're leaving tomorrow. So if it does take a little bit longer, we won't be able to have them backing us up, but
I think we can handle this, if anything.
we do still have the Rangers.
Yep,
But
we do.
just between us, I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what the paladins can do. I'm kind of looking forward to fighting alongside them.
Yeah, same. Like,
They're all as strong as beaches. That's gonna be a sight to behold, but only if they have to, obviously.
yeah. I honestly want to see Mealy go nuts. She seems like she's gonna have fun with it.
That's the dark-haired one that you said would fight Derek, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah, I
scratching.
think she's the one who's
most-
currently pointing a sword at me, and then just doing that weird thing with their fingers on her eyes and pointing at me.
She does seem like the most stab happy of the group,
What's your read on the others?
and it's just steps between like.
Penelope's gonna wave at Mealy and just like make a motion like, no, don't kill him yet.
I like how you put yet in there. That's not ominous at all.
Like if it's a fight,
Villain arc.
that's one thing. But if she's going to try and stab you, I'm going to have to fight her. I do have one strength potion left. I'd prefer to save it for, an actual situation that it needs to be saved for, but not above throwing people at other people.
I
So
appreciate that.
should I go see if I can find Sariel and ask her about the Mystic Code thing?
Sure. I think I saw her over at the other table.
Yeah, she's here. That does seem to be the best plan of attack here, is try and, restrain her or trap her in some way and keep her from using spells, and then try to talk to her or reason with her. And then if all else fails, we can just take her to the bubble and throw her through it.
Yeah.
Be like, it's your problem now, fairies.
Oh no.
Alright, I guess I'll go try and find Sariel then.
Okay, you find her and I'll tell the paladins what's up. Boop 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 boop. Boop 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 boop.
We will start with the Rangers.
Oh, up here. Okay.
Yep.
And it just walks up and sits down.
Yep. So
I'm
as you
gonna
walk
assume
up,
that
you can.
seat was open.
Yeah.
actually.
If you're sitting in one, it was open. We're not gonna be too picky about that. But yeah, like sitting down over here, you've got a number of Rangers. Some of them you met before. I mean, you've seen them all before anyway, but just a few of the ones that you've encountered from the various nonsense. Like some of the Rangers who were actually at the tree that Vivi and Beach were at are here as well. And also, you can see Soren, who seems to be mellowing out a little bit. Like he's talking to people now. He's not just purely brooding. He started to take a sip of a drink. He seems to be lightening up a little bit. Sariel is like cheerfully leading the group, and they're all telling stories as you walk up. When you're walking up, you can hear Sariel talking about how one of the trees, apparently, that another group was fighting was big and pissed, but it was not prepared for what happens when a pack of rangers all ride in with big great axes and just yell timber. So apparently that was the way they took one of them down. Didn't expect it, but it worked out. Annis, how are you?
Pretty good. As well as I can be when today's been so weird.
You got a bit of a spotlight on you today, didn't you?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
You got a bit of a spotlight on you today, didn't you?
Just a little. Feel like anything that I said needed to be said.
There was definitely a lot to be said. Honestly, I expected that whole thing to go much longer, but between you and me, I appreciate your friend kind of cutting him off before they could let Scribe talk again.
Yeah, I mean, now that I've seen why he is the way he is, it makes a little bit of sense, but that doesn't mean I have any sort of tolerance for long-winded speeches like that.
Not really sure why he is the way he is. He's always been that way as long as I've seen him, but I'll take your word for it.
I mean, I sort of got... We had like a peek into his past. We got to see one of his memories, and...
That's a weird mountain.
It was very weird. Yeah, it was very weird.
Well, personally, I'm just glad that everything worked out because I did not want to have to climb all the way up that mountain.
It was a lot of fun.
I certainly didn't want to fight a dead apostle.
Yeah. Yeah, you really don't want to fight her, but it was a lot of fun surfing down it. I'm not going to...
Oh, were you the alligator? That's right, I remember that now, yeah.
Yeah, I hope we didn't worry everyone too much.
It was a little bit surprising, but there are certain things that when they're sufficiently big, I think everyone just sort of pauses and we just have to keep people calm. That said, your grandfather looked like he was about to bring unholy fire on that mountain for a moment. Then he seemed to calm down after a moment and he just sort of sat back down.
These things happen. Well, I mean, I guess they don't. That seems like kind of a first for Sherwood, but...
So what can I do for you here? Did you come to join us in drinking games and stories? I'm sure you've got a few treat hails yourself.
Maybe later. Right now, we're trying to come up with a strategy for handling that Druidic situation.
When you say that, Soren looks over and he sort of keeps sipping, but he's paying attention to you now.
Well, obviously we were going to take care of the Druidic situation anyway, but now we have even more of a reason to do so, and sooner rather than later. So, trying to formulate a plan to avoid fighting her as much as possible and getting anyone hurt in the process. So I thought I would come and pick your brain. You know, as the leader of the Rangers, I'm sure you're used to trapping and catching and releasing things. Probably not Drydas, but...
They're a bit of a heavy order, yeah. Typically, when we're trying to catch a thing, we rely on the beast not understanding it's being caught. If this is a feral one, you might be able to do that. If it's an intelligent one, then it's a bit more like hunting down a wizard, but a wizard with a number of limbs and very deadly powers.
Yeah, those magical spells are going to be the biggest issue, I think. When I was in France, goodness, not even that long ago, came across, was pretty dreadful, and it's a long story, but we were trying to find and rescue a Goliath, and while we were tracking him down, we came across some nasty manacles that had some sort of enchantment on them that would keep the person in the manacles from being able to cast spells or do anything with magic. I assume it was some sort of mystic code. Do you have anything like that at your disposal?
That's not something that we've generally needed to do. Although, if I'm being honest, in my experience, most of the people that need to do the fancy hand-wavy stuff can't do it if you properly bind their hands. Typically, like, we don't deal with that too often, but usually if we encounter someone who's capable of that, who needs to be brought in, we subdue them by knocking them unconscious. And then while they're unconscious, we bind their hands, we blindfold their eyes, and we gag their mouth. And that covers most of what they'd need to do. As I understand it, it's hard to cast a spell if you can't wag your tongue, you can't wiggle your fingers, and you can't see what you want to cast it on.
That is fair. The one concern, we have a way of keeping her from being able to make any noise or, say anything, but it would also prevent anyone close enough from talking as well. And if at all possible, we would like to try and talk to her at least and find out if she's intelligent, if she has been attacking things out of just hunger or for any nefarious reason. See if we can convince her to go back to the other side. Though I suppose we could just go in with force, knock her out, and throw her through anyway without dealing with any of that.
That would admittedly be the approach that we're more accustomed to. We don't generally negotiate with the things that we have to hunt down, but this is a bit of a unique case. I suppose if you're sufficiently capable of it as a spellcaster, there are a number of ways to hold creatures or knock them unconscious, but in terms of actually speaking to them, well, I would have a hard time really trusting anyone who used such things on me.
That's true. We're mainly just trying to figure out the best approach to all this, but it seems
I
like
would
going
probably
in
be careful about making sure that it, like everything else, if you can sneak up on it, you can probably get a long ways, whereas if it gets a chance to hunt you, then you're at the mercy of it. From what Soren here says, it sounds like it was fully capable of ambushing him, and he's no slouch when it comes to paying attention.
So going in guns blazing is probably not the best thing either.
It seems likely that she'd probably start picking you off or flee. Assuming intelligence. If she's acting on bestial nature, then she'd size up whether or not she can eat all of you without getting hurt, and then flee or fight accordingly.
Okay, so the best thing to do would be to try and scout the area, sneak up on her, and then try and knock her unconscious before she can do anything, or run away. Or lure her out and trap her, but that seems dangerous too.
It's a bit dangerous. I think if you're dealing with someone who can cast spells, the best you could hope for is to find out what spells they might be able to cast and plan accordingly. Not personally very familiar with how Driders work, but I'm sure there's probably someone around here with some knowledge to it. Perhaps there's something in the library.
That's true. That's true, and we do have a few other things that we also need to do research on anyway, or at least one major thing. But regardless, I think we need to handle the Dryda situation. I think we need to handle the Dryda situation sooner rather than later. Would you be able to muster up some of the ranges tomorrow morning?
I could probably put together a few, but we're spread a bit thin right now as we're still... Well, we're keeping an eye out for blights and all these other things. I've obviously got some people looking into that whole Mandrake situation, but we have some people that'll be in the area of the Wellspring anyway who can assist you.
Thought, at least.
You jogged my memory.
Well, thank you for your time, Zariel. I will probably come back a little bit later once we've hashed out a plan and have some drinks. I think there's going to be cake or something later. I'm not really sure.
Well, that sounds like a nice treat.
Well,
she holds up her mug to
fun.
you and says, "You're always welcome at our table, Annis."
All right. Well, thank you. Annis is gonna scoot. Go over to the group. Okay.
All right. Right, now the Penelope time, because we're going in a circle.
There we go. I couldn't find the unmute button for 2 seconds.
All right, we are back over to Paladin table.
Okay.
As you're walking over to the Paladin table, you can see Mealy is continuing to stare at Derek with her sword kind of pointed at him, and then went, like from earlier when Annis sort of stepped in the way, she seemed to change it, like she's trying to angle the sword around Annis at Derek somehow, but Annis is taller than Derek, so it's kind of hard. She seems to give up on this, and she puts the sword away.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend trying to stab him melee. Like, fight him, absolutely. I think he would love that. Just don't stab him. He's kind of part of my party. And Annis would pretty much be upset if you stabbed him.
I'd put him back together.
No. No stabby.
That's why we have lay on hands.
No. No stabbing.
Maybe later.
No later. No stabbing.
Roll persuasion.
Okay. Ooh. Persuasion dice, come here. That would be a 26.
Jesus. Yeah, delicious.
All right, now she's gonna roll to see if her stubbornness can overcome that. It cannot. All right, no stabbing.
Thank you.
Reaches down and puts her hand over a mace.
No mace either. Hand-to-hand combat only.
Oh, okay. If we're gonna make it interesting, then sure.
Ugh. But anyway, so we're gonna scout in the morning, but we would love any help you can give.
I'm fine with that. Shouldn't be a problem. So just to clarify expectations, are you going to attempt to kill this creature, or are you going to attempt to reason with it? Because that's two very different approaches.
It is. I think the current plan is to try and hinder it somehow and try and push it back through the bubble. I believe that is the current plan.
How far away from the bubble is it?
I don't know Sherwood very well. So I don't know.
It's like the moment that it occurs to everyone that the paladins have not been here, like in proximity to the bubble yet. So they don't know where it is.
Oh God, we've got a whole fucking table of people who don't know where this thing is in relation to other things.
You can call 2 people over, teehee.
And that's what I'm gonna do. And it's Aiden, help me.
Yeah, what you need?
How far is the bubble from the Wellspring?
I'm assuming like Annis and I can roll some survivals to figure out the distance.
Annis knows where the Wellspring is. I don't think Aiden's ever been there.
I want to say because he thought it was familiar too. Well, I guess he thought it was like he knew of it, but yeah, Annis all the way then.
Do you want need to roll, or is that something I just know?
No, you just know. These are local places to you. One of them is where you hang out, and the other one is a place you've seen before. It's pretty far.
Tell them.
Yeah, it's kind of far. Like you could probably drag her there, or carry her there, but you're gonna have a hard time like kiting her there. It's like at least a mile away.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna have to either stun or incapacitate or knock her out or something.
I mean, if you do, I can drag her. Or you can just plop her over my back. Make sure she's, got her hands tied and, like, I don't know, can't say any spells. Because even if she can't say spells, I kind of want her, like, biting my side.
Yeah, that'd be rude.
So we'll need to take some rope. Some very strong rope. Got it.
Sure. Do we have rope? Oh, we had rope. Didn't you give me rope?
You're gonna need a lot of rope. They're very big.
Waku maybe gave someone rope.
I remember having. Yeah, I got rope. I got 50 feet of rope. Just pulls out rope. I've got it.
Excuse me.
How
Ugh.
dare you? This is like his first time seeing like all these other paladins. Really, he's like, I'm Montgomery and I know a beach.
For the curious, driders are large creatures.
Yes,
Huh.
they are. Like, as long as I can tie 8 of those leggies up, they ain't going nowhere.
So we're going to have to spook her out of hiding and then fight her and defeat her, knock her out or put her to sleep or something like that. Tie her up, bind and gag her and make sure she can't cast anything. And then take her a mile. Wait, why am I saying mile? That's an American thing. What is it in kilometers?
Okay, you've been with Derek long enough. He's got you on miles.
Oh wait, no, I can say I'm converting to miles because everyone here's American, right? The paladins are American.
The paladins are from all over, but they're all most recently from America. Yeah.
So we're gonna have to, knock her out or incapacitate her, bind her legs and gag her and make sure she can't cast any spells, and then drag her a mile away, and then throw her through the bubble. Without her beating any of us, casting spells on any of us, or running away.
Is this suddenly sounding impossible to anybody else?
No,
Not
actually,
impossible.
question, because when he rolled about the Drider and he got like the 19, and I can't remember if this was something given or not. Are
Mhm.
they nocturnal Driders?
Let's see. You said you got a 19 on that. Like, I remember
Yeah.
the roll was pretty good, actually.
He got like really fucking good on that.
Like they're like, it's not so much being nocturnal as they live in the dark.
Okay.
So
she'd potentially be awake in the morning when they get there.
it's possible.
Okay. It's like, as long as we can take her by surprise. I mean, honestly.
I have a way of scouting. I don't know that I'm willing to put Hemlock in danger, but I have something similar I can do, so I can at least scout out the area and see if I can spot her.
So hear me out. You scout, see if she's awake or asleep without, that's whatever animal getting caught, or potentially if they get eaten, circle of life, I guess. You'll also have the answer there. If the Drider is asleep, Penelope, you've got that violin.
Yeah, the viola.
The viola, you could start playing it then.
Mhm.
As long as it can be heard. If it's like a lullaby, it may not stir them awake. And
Wait, no, I thought
mean,
it just got rid of all sound, right?
Yeah, you can't hear shit.
Oh,
all
I
sound
thought
is gone.
Well, does it vibrate or does it actually make sound itself? Sorry, that's
Sound
something
is gone.
Well, I know sound is gone, but I thought the viola. So the viola just makes vibration noises.
Doesn't make
It
a noise.
actively eats
It's like
sound.
a magical. I thought you described it as having like a slight thrum to it.
Hold up. It says, excuse me. This viola was crafted from the greedy wood of the fallen child of Einash from the Einsburn Castle. Kwaku attempted to craft something of special significance for Penelope, but the wood seemed to refuse any attempt to produce song-worthy sounds. Not to be outdone, he pivoted the goal of the instrument to work with the material and not against it. It consumes sound, pulling it in greedily and allowing no noises to pass so long as the bard is playing it. Once per day, you can play the viola for up to 10 minutes to create the effect of the silence spell centered on the viola. Playing it requires concentration as if you were concentrating on a spell.
Okay.
For the duration, no sound can be created within or pass through a 20-foot radius sphere centered on the viola. Any creature or object entirely within the sphere is immune to thunder damage, and creatures are deafened while entirely inside it. Casting a spell that includes a verbal component is impossible there.
Okay, perfect. The radius is what I definitely needed as well. So, if the Drider's asleep, we go in. we eat sound. Well, before we go in, we eat sound, and then we go in, keeping quiet. They'll be sleeping. They won't hear any noise. It'll be none the better, none the wiser. One person, prepare to knock them out. Because the moment we make contact, that will wake them, and it may not be enough to instantly, night-night to them, while the other starts tying the legs. And the moment they start feeling that, then we do the knockout. We get as quick as we can on tying limbs. They won't be able to cast, and we keep, bonking until they're asleep again.
I
Take
think
them.
Hang on.
We drag them. We toss them through the hole. I mean, unless we do want to talk, if that's still on the table. But it sounds like we just want to toss and go. Is that what you all are trying to do?
Yeah, I think that may be the better plan at this point.
Oh, I'm thinking of my other D&D character. I thought I had sleep. Oh well.
And I'll tell you right now, as someone who oh, okay, I got you. So it's like rope is going to be your best bet, because I'm going to be real honest with you. Trying to hold a creature that is not a human, we're pretty resistant to that. I say this is because I use it when I need to get out of situations, and it cannot be used on me. And if they are half spider, half person, they're probably going to be in the same category as I am.
Okay, I just did a roll for Annis's Arcana, since you brought up the idea of putting Drider to sleep. And I'm going to also say this to Aiden because of his previous role and knowing about them. Dryden are creatures that benefit from Fey ancestry, so they are immune to being put to sleep and being charmed. And per what you were saying there before, it's incredibly hard to bind them.
Yeah, like I had a feeling, just because Aiden's also Fey, and this thing has come from the Fey side and is also a half something. He's like, I'm pretty sure you're not going to get them with the normal means that you all would try against me. It just wouldn't work.
And also, just as a benefit to both of you for the roll, since you're trying to think of ways to deal with Driders, and you've both rolled well enough on this, Driders are sunlight sensitive.
So we could blind them. I do have...
They have trouble operating in bright light.
Yeah, hold on. Remember when I told you that one of my we were talking about the thing earlier, and I was like, hey, we might need to deal with this with some light. I do have some light.
It's true.
I can prepare that for tomorrow.
That's the fun part about planning the next day, when you have prepared spellcasters who have access to their entire lists.
Mm-hmm. Right. I have daylight. I will make a lot of light. It is bright for 60 feet.
Does Annis know what kind of creature a Drider is? Like an aberration, a fey, fiend, that kind of thing? Is that something I need to roll for?
I did a roll for you before
Okay.
I said that, so we're just gonna go with that. They are considered a monstrosity.
Monstrosity. Okay.
Which is D&D's way of saying weird.
Mm-hmm. True facts. So, yeah.
They're a monstrosity with Fey ancestry.
Hey.
Real quick, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So you're a little softer than earlier, but I can just adjust.
Yeah, I had to switch.
You're good.
It's all good.
So yeah, we could check if sleeping, make no noise, start tying. The moment they start waking up, pop some daylight, confuse them, blind them, continue the tie, knock them out, and drag them. Does that sound kind of like a solid plan?
Yeah. And if it comes to us having to fight her, we'll have
The
paladins and some rangers backing us up.
And the advantage in daylight.
That's true.
Just to clarify, are we sneaking all of you close enough to do that, and all of us and some rangers that close as well? Because in my experience, someone's going to step on something.
I would.
It's usually my brother, but he's not going to be there.
It wouldn't. I mean, if they're inside a cave, it just doesn't seem like enough room for everybody. I would say maybe the main party go in, handle that, and if somehow that, like, the Drider catches, we don't have the advantage at that point. I would say maybe like right outside the cave.
I can go ahead and, like I said earlier, I can summon a familiar that's kind of like Hemlock, but more disposable. Oh, I hate to say it like that, but I could go ahead and do that and have them scout out the area tonight so we have a better idea of what's going on.
And that is a good idea for tonight because it means, if the Drider takes it as something suspicious, they're not going to be on guard maybe the entire night. If we were to do it in the morning, they'd be on guard to when we try to approach. So having that buffer of time may help us.
Would I know if, like, the familiar that I summon by, like, burning my wild shapes, is it obvious that it's a summoned familiar, or does it just look like a regular animal?
As a druid, it just looks like a regular animal.
Okay.
They're a little more weird for the actual spell, but for druids, it's just a regular looking animal.
Okay.
With the exception of when they die, they poof. Like, it will not leave a body.
Okay. But, so I wouldn't have any way of knowing if a Drider could tell just by looking, like, oh, that weird bird is actually a druid's familiar, or whatever. I'm trying to find that in my... I guess it's not in my spell list.
It's an ability that you have. It's not in your spell list. It's called
Wild Companion option.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's one of the optional features from Tasha.
I mean, I will say, if it looks like any other ordinary animal, Annis, and the only way to tell is when they die, they won't know better unless they try to eat it. And then at that point, then yeah, they might be on guard. But if we don't bother all night, then it's going to throw them for a loop either way,
And since I haven't... Oh, no, I did do one wild shape. Never mind. I turned into the crocodile. So I can do it once. And then I can do it once before I rest.
I mean, I'm going to count this party as a short rest, so you can just plan on having your wild shapes back.
Ooh.
You get those back on short rest.
Oh. In that case, I can do it twice tonight, if necessary. For some reason. So I can go ahead and do that.
Well, that sounds like a plan.
So you're all going to go do the scouting thing tonight, and then let us know, and then we'll all go ambush at dawn?
Well, I don't know if anyone else is doing the scouting. It's probably just going to be whatever I summon. I mean, getting close-ish to the Wellspring, the animal doesn't have to go quite as far is probably smart, but I don't think we are going to go anywhere near the Wellspring tonight.
All right, sounds like
Right, that seems like a bad idea.
Yeah, no, I like this plan.
I think I have to be within 100 feet to see through the familiar's eyes, otherwise I just communicate telepathically. Yeah, I have to be at least 100 feet, so...
I mean, telepathically isn't bad.
No, I mean, I have to be within 100 feet to communicate telepathically. I was reading the spell wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
They're decent scouts for, like, what's around the corner, but they can't really just go scan an entire dungeon.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll need to get within 100 feet of the Wellspring, and then I can summon a familiar to go scout it out. But I don't think we should get any closer than that.
Absolutely not.
And it'll be the same as when I'm looking through Hemlock. I won't be able to see or hear anything.
You'll definitely want to bring at least a few friends then.
Yeah.
In case we need to make a speedy retreat.
That I can
And
help
just
you
in
with.
general, because you'll be vulnerable.
That too. Ooh, I'm probably gonna pick bat, but I could make it an octopus.
Oh my god.
Or a fish.
Because that will
Or a
be
spider.
suspicious.
You can make it a tiny spider.
I mean, that would blend in pretty well.
It'll be
Spider,
like,
you-
hey,
you
little
do.
buddy.
I am a traitor to your kind.
What?
Oh no.
I am tiny spider LaFranche.
Aiden, what the hell are you saying?
So anyway, I think we'll go do that. Get a lay of the land, see if we can spot the Dryda, hopefully not get eaten, or fight it, and then come back and report, and then we will make our plan of attack for the morning. And then cake will happen, and then we can all go rest.
Speaking of cake,
I'm
Uh-huh.
still not quite sure what's going on with the cake. I just know cake is
Cake
going to
for
happen.
cake for celebration.
Cake is happening.
Cake is happening.
Well, I suppose the cake
Oh,
first,
good. I love
then
cake.
all the
Who says that?
scouting.
Oh, is that the guy over there?
What?
Was that Wiggle meaning that he was talking?
Yep.
Yeah.
I've decided
Okay,
that's easier.
I'm excited to try cake too.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go. I'll be right back.
All right, help me drag this cake and stuff. Help me with the icing and stuff. Thank you, Penelope.
You're welcome.
Let's go.
I am extremely suspicious. That
You
was
should
weird.
be.
To the kitchen. Where's the kitchen?
I don't know. I assume it's back this way.
Yeah, we'll just go into this room around the corner. Yeah, that is definitely outside.
There is the kitchen.
I suppose.
Is that it right
It's
here?
in the middle.
Okay.
There we
Wait.
go.
What about this?
Ooh, that's much.
Yeah, this looks like a kitchen.
Put him in the closet.
Okay.
It's just like,
Oh,
all right.
that is.
He like pulls his bag out and he gets like the cute little flower crown that he'd prepared and this cute outfit and he shows it to her. He's just
Oh, Aiden, this is cute.
like, I promise. Let me go into this corner in this other area. I will not look because you need to change. Cute.
Penelope's already like halfway stripped. Like,
Oh,
what?
Ah, what? I gotta be respectful.
I
Penelope,
appreciate it.
roll perception.
Oh
There's
no.
fucking cook workers in here and they're like, what the fuck are these people doing?
Oh no.
Like, we're just invaded.
Yeah, as you both walk in, you notice there are people in here making food for the people that are currently here.
Got my
Well,
ducks.
Hi. Oops.
Probably just dropping
Bro,
outfits. and
no,
changing.
she's not. She would not do that in front of them.
Oh, okay. Here. Do you have a closet that we can borrow?
No, here. No, let's go over here. Look, there's a door.
Oh.
Boom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This
Little
is like,
alcove.
yeah, but it opens up to like here. Iden's gonna like
Sorry
stand
for the
guard.
interruption.
He's gonna stand like right here to kind of block anybody from coming by.
Okay, yeah, she changes into the new outfit.
All right. And here's the cake. She's got it in her
Yeah,
inventory,
the
right?
cake's the cake's in my inventory.
Before you pop it, let me actually. Do you have? And he just like pops back there. Do you have like I don't know, like a tray roller or like a holder, like something I can roll out there for the like food and stuff?
You're looking for a cart.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
Can I borrow that?
Of course.
I gotta bring cake out there.
One of the people working here, one of the elves, goes into that closet that you're hiding in the alternate timeline we're just at, and he pulls
Yeah,
out
that's
a
totally
catering cart, and he slides it over to you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and we'll save some cake for you too. Obviously, you need cake too. Thank you. Be right back. We'll bring it back. All right. So if you just like, I guess put the cake on here. I guess
Yeah, yeah.
Let's do the thing, and it should size to your size, so it shouldn't be too big.
Okay.
It like magically just gets larger, is what they said. So I guess like, I don't know if you put it on your head or something, and it like grows around you, but like it's supposed to be where you can get inside of it.
I don't know. I remember them saying something like you had to pull this thing on top.
Yeah. So I guess like, do I want to do it like on top? Like we'll like place it on the cart.
Yeah, here, let's place it on the... Well, no, let's place it on the... Is there a safe place to put it on the ground?
I
Well, we
mean,
don't put
it's
cake on the
you're in the
cart's-
hallway, so there's a floor.
Was there like something on the bottom of the cake
I
that
would
would
put, like,
protect it from the floor?
like a plate.
It's got like a platter.
Okay. Then yeah, let's do that on the floor, and then you can lift me in, and then lift the whole thing with me in it
Okay. I
onto
got
the
you.
cart.
Okay. I got you.
Cool.
So you've placed the cake on the floor, on its platter. Are you activating the cake?
I'm gonna leave that up to Aiden.
I would say maybe you pull the string since it's gonna, I guess, go to your size. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it just knows.
Okay, yeah, I'll activate the cake.
All right, that's just the phrase I wanted to hear.
Activate the cake. Oh.
It's not that big. Hold on. Though that was funny.
That is a giant cake. Holy
We're like,
hell.
well, goodbye, the barracks.
What an
There you
explosion.
go.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah, so you hear a...
cake.
And then it just pops out.
Whoa.
Okay, that was kind of cool.
That's the greatest thing ever. Did it like pop on top of Penelope? Like, since she was the one that pulled the string, did it actually like put her inside?
So it started to expand, and in a weird Pac-Man-like way, it split open momentarily, wrapped around her, and expanded above. So Penelope, you're in a cavity within this cake.
Oh, geez.
You've been eaten by a cake.
Amazing.
It's my worst nightmare. No.
All
Now
right.
I want you to understand, now that you've used it, there was a timeline where you used this to capture a Drider, and you didn't choose to do it.
I'm sorry, but my promise to the little girl was more important than a cake for a Drider.
Alternatively, what a terrible way to discover that you're claustrophobic.
Oh, no. What a terrible way to capture a Drider. Give somebody a cake and be like, surprise, there's a giant evil spider inside of it.
Good news. Penelope is not claustrophobic.
Like, no. This little girl's dream is more important than any evil fucking monster.
That's
We got
fair. I
priorities
just like the
here.
idea of the cake being a giant Pokeball.
Oh, 100%. Look, maybe he's having this revelation right now, and he goes back to the family. He's like, I need one more of these for reasons. I will pay you an arm and a leg.
I mean, it's only cake, though. The Drider would definitely be able to just bust out of it.
It'd be hilarious.
Oh,
And then she'd be
yeah.
covered in frosting and sadness.
Oh, no.
Aiden, can you hear me inside this cake?
That's a good question. Can I hear her inside the cake?
You,
think
you
it-
can
it
hear a
wasn't-
muffled Penelope talking through the cake.
Yes. Yeah, I can. All right. There should be enough room for her to, like, pull her instrument from her pack, right? Or I guess if she's just straight up singing, that's fine. I'll make he's got the harp ready to go. I mean, like, he brought it here, so.
You have space if you need it.
Okay, cool.
He's gonna just play your backup harmonies, whatever song you pick. Penelope's just like, I'm gonna drop a whole fucking concert. Penelope.
I mean, she might.
Surprise tour.
It's a little mini concert.
Oh no, where's Tortle?
He's
I
not
don't
here.
know.
Oh no.
I mean, I can't help who shows up to these things.
That's fair. I just
That
want
is
to
the
be so
danger of the
sad.
flash mob concert.
I know, it really is.
Yeah,
Like, somebody send message.
I'm just gonna have her sing.
Okay.
Obviously, I will not be singing.
That's fair.
Jeez.
That is a bad idea. But yeah, so she's just gonna sing. She's not gonna pull out her instrument or anything.
That works.
So, cool. Yeah, I'm
Alright.
ready when you are, Aiden.
Okay. And he's gonna like, get her onto the cart. Boop. And then he's gonna bring the cart out back through the kitchen.
Okay. Yeah, let
We're
me.
gonna put
No.
it
I'll move the cake when you're done, just so I don't have to do it
Okay.
5
Yeah.
times.
And he's gonna start getting to here, and he's like, "All right, everybody, it's been a long day, and obviously, we need some cake and some joy and cheer. And if this is gonna be a party, then let's go all the way. Let's get some music going, and everybody get hyped because it looks like it's chocolate with is that strawberries or cherries?
Those are strawberries.
With some strawberries and delicious icing. So, we made it through the meeting. And are any music players that are at least give a beat or something?
I mean, Johnny will start
Anna-
playing music.
Yes,
Anna
Johnny.
is going to roll her +0 performance skill. See what happens.
No, Johnny's there. He absolutely he'd be like, Annis, Johnny, hi, play. Hey, oh, and he's like, Johnny.
That's a
Not bad.
12.
It's not bad. He'd be like, Johnny, if you can play, and he's just like that one side. And you're like, come on over here.
That
Get
one
some-
song.
Come here.
Wait, what song am I doing?
Any one of Penelope's music songs. I know you guys just did a concert together.
I mean, I could play Fuck Authority, but I don't think it would go over well.
Oh, no, maybe not Fuck Authority. What was the other one?
You already have a reputation with these people. That would probably not go over well.
Yeah, that might tie to my name a little too strongly right now. What was that one where it was just like there was fire and you guys were like going ham? It was cool. It was very upbeat.
I
Unless
think
that
that was
was
Fuck Authority.
Oh shit. Well, it was a good song. All right.
Why don't we go ask Penelope? Where'd she go?
Well, you see, and he just pulls Johnny really close. I mean,
Okay.
he really close. Get closer. Just like
This is uncomfortably close. Why are we doing this?
Penelope is in the cake.
You turned Penelope into a cake?
No. She's gonna jump out and she's gonna do a song, and it's gonna be great.
She turns to the cake and then she says, Penelope, are you in a cake?
She can't
Hold
get
on,
away.
wait.
She can't.
Remy, are you playing the guitar?
Yeah, but not very well. I only rolled a 12.
I'm sorry, what did Johnny say?
She's asking Penelope if she's in a cake by talking to a cake.
Yeah,
She's gonna be like, yeah, I'm in the cake.
What song do you want me to play?
Oh God.
I could play Happy Birthday, Mr. President, but I don't think they'd get it.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Dang, and this would be a really fun time for the kazoo song, but I gave away the kazoo.
Does she not have a kazoo? What kind of bard is she?
Oh no, she gave away her kazoo.
Can you make
That
bard
was
instruments?
the kazoo. No.
You know, I think that's
Play Spotlight.
Ooh.
Play
All right.
Spotlight. That's probably gonna go over better than Fuck Authority.
That's too bad, but I agree. All right.
Yeah, same.
So she's going to come over here and she's going to hop up on the stool, carefully bouncing herself out, and she's going to start playing the music.
Yes. All right. And he's just like, all right, here's some plates. It's cake time. And then, like, as they start to get closer, he's going to give Penelope the cue to, like, fucking spook him and pap him.
We never discussed a cue.
Oh.
She's gonna whisper back at Aiden, we never discussed a cue.
Oh. Ta-da.
Okay.
I'll just be like, ta-da.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he's just like, he's gonna wait for them to start coming closer to get some cake. He's ready to scare the shit out of them. In the name of Valeria.
Valeria is sitting over there with Annis's family waiting.
That's right. We're gonna make her proud.
Well, Scraggly is not one to be patient when it comes to cake, so I guess I'll go first. All right, let's get over here and some of this your cake. And oh, it's a pretty big cake.
And then in the moment he starts to like try and grab some cake, he just goes, "Ta-da!"
Alright, gonna pop out of the cake.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, fine. This is more fun. Oons, 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 oons.
Oh god.
Music.
Johnny like kicks it up a notch. Penelope pops out of the cake. All the people around the room react. Like Annis's family laughs. Valeria is like cheering. Most of the druids are smiling and laughing. Mealy is reaching for her sword again.
Oh no.
Mealy no. Mealy no. Aiden's gonna go grab.
We're under
the
attack.
heart.
I'll get it. No. That's my friend. That's my friend. You don't do that. She just happens to live in a cake. We do not judge here.
Wait, what? I don't live in the cake.
I'm sorry for making
I
an
don't live
assumption.
in the cake.
Gonna grab the harp.
See,
And then
Aiden.
Yeah.
You owe me 2 favors now.
2 favors.
Yes.
Ah, shoot. I mean, if they think they are what I think they are. I got you covered.
Well, it's been a while since I've played, and that's definitely... I mean, I'm not a bard.
Annis, you did great.
It's okay. You did better than me because I rolled a 10 for harmonies.
Oh, dear.
I'm rolling Jack tonight. I'm like, oh god. Oh, wait, wasn't there something special about the harp?
25 by me.
The harp?
Yeah, wasn't it magical? What did
Yeah,
it
it
do?
gives you advantage on the roll.
Oh shit! Okay, hold up. Let me roll one more. Please. I got a 12. It's better than a 10. Harmonies. Her 25.
Yeah, Penelope's 25 and Johnny's 23 are kind of carrying things, but they are adapting to the rest of you pretty well so that it's not noticeable.
Cool.
So it's all coming off pretty well. Okay, so I can't help but notice you keep pointing your sword at things. She turns and points her sword at him. He's like, no, that's cool, but hold on. Poof. Yeah, like, don't do that. It's rude. It's very rude. Poof. Stop doing that. It's very rude. Stop pointing your sword at me. Poof. All right, fine. You know what? You want to do that? We'll
Where'd my
fight
body
later.
go?
Not right now.
I think Derek's body is now on my body. I think he took me with him.
He poofs.
Oh no.
Are you stuck in him?
I think when you put Derek's body on top of mine.
There.
And
They broed a little too hard.
they merged into one.
So yeah, I would appreciate it if you would stop pointing your sword everywhere, specifically at him. That'd be great.
Penelope's gonna hop off of the cake.
Performance time. I'm clapping. Aiden's clapping at Penelope and Johnny because yeah, he's gonna go over to Valeria.
Don't worry. I'll save it for the drider, but we will get our chance. And she goes back, but with a slice of cake. Sits down.
She uses her sword to slice the cake. It's just like.
Oh jeez.
There is sufficient cake to go around, as it is large.
It is very large.
Yeah.
Oddly enough, Penelope popping out of it did not ruin this cake. It seemed to sort of fold back into shape after she got out of it.
Best fucking cake ever.
Oh jeez.
I'm gonna take 2 slices, one for himself and then 3 slices, one for Valeria, which
Yeah.
he'll get to in a second. But he's gonna take one to Soren first. He's gonna bring it over there. And
Soren accepts the cake.
just smiles and pats his shoulder, and then trots back to give Valeria her slice.
She is happy.
Yeah.
Penelope is not gonna get cake because she feels a little weird eating cake that she just popped out of.
Hey, it's magical cake.
It's okay, Penelope. It's fine. Johnny takes a slice of the cake.
It's just it's the principle of it, you know. I was
And
literally
this is
just inside that cake.
If it
And this
really
is also
bothers
not
you,
going
just
to
wave
be
that rock over
completely-
it. It'll be good and clean.
What?
Don't you have one of those clean rocks?
Oh, won't that remove the icing?
I don't know.
Why are you saying Penelope's unclean? Hmm?
She's not saying that. She's saying she's gonna take a piece of cake and then like wave the stone over it.
The cake's fine. Does not
Okay.
disappear.
And
Don't be nasty,
Ida.
Ida.
Magical cake. So she's going to not get cake.
No, Iden being nasty is telling Penelope that Johnny gladly got the cake before she put a stone over it, so she wanted Penelope germs.
Is Iden saying this?
No, that's if he
Good.
was being nasty.
She's still gonna tell him not to be nasty.
Yeah.
Johnny is enjoying cake.
Yay,
Free
cake.
cake.
Ooh,
Today has been strange.
Annis,
Yeah,
is this
for
what every
real.
day is like in Sherwood?
It's really not. This is absolutely not what it's like here.
That makes sense. There's a lot going on.
yeah,
Usually
Sherwood's-
pretty boring here, actually.
Like it seems like Sherwood's just kind of a weird place, but like in a fun way.
Oh, it definitely is. I mean, I can only really base that on how things are in London and Germany and France and the few other places I've been, but none of them are like Sherwood, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Just for
Admittedly,
funsies and being extra.
Admittedly, I think that based on the few weeks that we've known each other, I've determined that Paris has got very strange Chinese food places, and London has very strange music house places from what you told me, and this place is actually just nice, clean air.
Yeah.
Everywhere is weird in its own way, I suppose.
I want you to know that. Oh, sorry.
I cannot begin to stress how normal and average my life was before I met Penelope. Not that I'm saying that Penelope made things weird, but
I see how it is, Annis. I'm joking.
There are flower petals that are dancing between like Johnny and Penelope. I totally didn't druid craft that to set a better mood for them both. What?
where did those come from?
What?
I don't know.
I didn't.
Just see his little fingers like wiggling in a distance. He's got like this like villainous giggle on his face, like the big old cheesy grin. He's like, ah, yes. And then they'll look into each other's eyes.
So, how
What you
how far
doing?
away?
What you doing?
is
What
the
you doing?
Wellspring?
What am I doing?
What are you doing? I want to
first
know
of
what
all,
you're doing.
Well, you see those flowers over there?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm setting a mood. Do you want to add to it?
What mood are we setting?
Well, first of all, Pop Idol. Can you put spotlights on them?
I can't do that. That's not my thing.
Dang. Do anybody who can?
I mean, so the funny thing about druids is that you don't know what they can do day to day.
That's fair. I mean, they could say the same thing about clerics.
Yeah,
What
right.
can you do? What can you do to add to like how awesome they are? But
I
also,
mostly
like,
just do background music.
Oh, ooh, you want to add some background music? Maybe like
What are we going for here?
Well, they're playing a song called Spotlight. So I was just thinking anything that like puts some shiny sparkles around them, so like music that'll just like, you know, add to what they're doing.
I feel like if they're doing their song, I shouldn't interrupt that.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you want to add some flower petals or some nice, you want to do some wind, so they get some nice wind in their hair.
I think that's weird inside.
We're fucking. I mean, I'm not a druid, but you're druids. Druid craft is your thing. How is that weird? Stop going by rule books. You can bring the outdoors indoors. That's what potted plants are for. Why can't you bring some air inside? Be free of expectations. Do what your heart wants.
Are you sure?
Song's over.
No. It just
So
poofs
anyway, DM question:
Yeah.
About how far away is the Wellspring from the barracks here?
It's to go with what the Americans would say, it's about half a mile away.
Oh.
You're kind of like equidistant between the two locations when you're here.
Okay.
Good.
So that's, I don't know how long that would take to walk.
That shouldn't
I
actually
mean,
take long.
That wouldn't be that long. Like you could walk half a mile in
That's like 6 minutes, right?
between 5 and 10
That's
minutes,
like a 10.
pretty easily.
Yeah, that's like a 10-minute walk.
Okay.
Like if you're going really casual, it's about 10 minutes. If you're trying to make okay speed, you could get it in probably
You're a
5 or
centaur.
6.
10 minutes at a relaxed pace, according to Google.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry. I forget I have extra legs. That's not a bad walk, Annis.
Did you get up to
I
prove
wasn't
that
asking
point?
that out loud. I was
Oh.
asking the DM.
Ignore what I just said.
Yeah, it wouldn't take you very long to get there. Like it's very
Okay.
doable if you're just going there directly.
Alrighty.
The only reason it would be an issue before is because it would be like 20 minutes of dragging a drider.
Yeah, that's fair. Right. Well, I suppose we need to figure out who's going with me tonight to make sure I don't get eaten by a drider. Well,
I mean, I'll definitely go.
manifested that to look and see if I can find the drider.
I mean, wouldn't we just all go together before we go to sleep for the night?
Right, but do
Aiden,
we
when you
wanna-
get up, you hear the sound of coconuts every time you take a step.
How dare you?
And
I'm
it's
proud
just
of
looks
you.
over and gives a thumbs up.
It's just like, that's right. We don't abide by rules here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep doing what you're doing.
Clop, 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 clop.
Now's monkey practice time.
How long are we gonna be at the Wellspring? Do you think?
I don't know. However long it takes to have a look around and see what things are like over there. See if there's. Hang on. I think there was a duration for the spell. That's not right.
It's same duration as the wild shape, so I think it's like half
1
your level
hour.
in
No.
hours or something.
Wait, casting time 1 hour.
Oh.
Oh, that's for Find Familiar. Hang on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. So I don't have to cast Find Familiar because the wild shape thing just does it.
Yeah, it's as an action.
Okay. Duration is instantaneous. Oh, okay.
Disappears after
yeah.
a number of hours equal to half your druid level. So
Half
you've got
my druid
3
level.
hours of bat.
Okay. Well, I can make a bat or something else for 3 hours, but I don't think we're going to be there for a full 3 hours. At least I hope not.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, I mean, enough for a quick scout to figure out where it is.
I mean, do we want to take any... Like, do we want to invite Beach and Montgomery along or something, just in case we get ambushed by the Drider?
I thought
We're not getting
close
that
enough.
close, but we're getting close-ish. I have to be
Do you
like...
think
I
that
have to be
Montgomery can
within-
be stealthy?
No.
Okay,
No.
Montgomery. Beach can. Do we... I'm just asking if we want to bring anyone else along just in case. We have to be within 100 feet of the Wellspring in order for me to scout it.
It's like As long as we're not there too long, I'll come along.
No, it probably won't take that long. It's just gonna look around, see if the Wellspring is still the way it is, see if I can spot the Dryda, maybe see if I can see that hole that we saw.
Or just the fallen tree, because we might not see the hole.
Right. Just see what I can see. Through the eyes of a bat. Or I guess the mouth of a bat.
Yeah.
Solid, yeah.
Okay, so as I understand it, we are taking normal party plus beach is the request.
I was mainly asking if we wanted to bring along anyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the fewer the better, just because that's a lot of people to try and be sneaky. If you want Aiden to stay behind, he can, because he has other stuff he has to do this night, and he's not as sneaky, so...
He does admittedly have coconut feet right now.
Yeah.
No.
To be fair, I might not be a good person to go. Clop, 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 clop.
Oh, that's very fair. Oh, and does anyone have anything they need to get done tonight? Because, you know, if you have other things to do, you don't have to come along.
Yeah, I have to do something before sleeping as well, so that's the only thing.
Okay, I guess I'll go ask Beach.
Yeah.
Or rather, I guess I'll try and figure out a way to ask Beach that also doesn't get, less stealthy paladins invited along.
I mean, you can tell him no. Clap, 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 clap.
Oh dear.
Clap, clap, clap. Hey, Beach, can I borrow you for a moment?
Sure.
Thank you. And he just pulls Beach over here. I feel like that might do it.
That's one way to do it. Dear cousin, can you be stealthy?
I've had to in the past.
Do you want to come along with us to make sure that we don't die if we're ambushed by the Dryda tonight? We're not going to get that close, but just in case.
For your scouting mission?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm happy to do that.
All right. Well,
Thank you, Beach.
that was easy.
Clap, 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 clap.
So when are you going?
I mean, pretty much as soon as we've wrapped up here, it seems like we're all having cake and drinks and whatnot.
All right, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. I'll leave the loud armor behind.
Yeah.
All right then. Yeah, just come let me know. If you need to, if you understandably don't want to bring around Swordy McSword Swipes over there or Mr. Announces presence to the world, just let me know that we've got to have a family talk and that'll be fine.
Okay. They can come along tomorrow when we actually need muscle.
They're very good at that.
Also, can you, perhaps try and convince her to stop just pointing swords at Derek? That would be nice.
She'll point them at someone else in due time. I think at this point she's actually eyeballing the dwarf over here to see how that would work for him.
You know, I'd put my money on him, actually, but...
Me too.
Maybe before you all leave, we can have some sort of fighting tournament or something.
That sounds like something she would enjoy greatly.
I don't know. She seems scrappy.
Oh, she's quite dangerous. You need to be careful with her.
Ooh.
Look, of all of them, like, she's an oath of vengeance, okay? They're dangerous.
Ooh. Oh. Clap, 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 clap.
Yeah. Ooh. Aiden, how long are you gonna sound like coconuts?
That's a good question. How long am I gonna sound like coconuts?
That's
Well,
a
I
good
do
question.
appreciate it. Oh, wait, you don't know?
I mean, it lasts for a while.
Well, I guess I can't go on a stealth mission.
I mean, I know that we've had the whole rooster thing going on for Grandpap for at least a few days.
I mean, that's fair, but, like, aren't you in control of that? Like, can't you just, I don't know, like... end it? Clop, clop, clop. Well, I do appreciate the noises. They're very fancy. Clop, clop, clop.
You could probably go to someone and get that spell removed.
Yeah, you could go talk to your new buddy Scribe.
You have seen him cast it.
That is fair.
I mean, it, like,
Is
you
Scribe
know.
here?
No.
No.
They're still in their
Oh.
little powwow
Oh.
thing.
Shit. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. He's bringing Felix, Margaret, what's her name? McCann?
Oh, are you going down the
Felix,
list of the leaders?
Scribe. So there's 6 of them, right?
There are 5.
It's
5?
Maranthe,
Margaret, Felix, Nathaniel,
And Scribe.
Scribe.
Okay, I said Scribe's name twice. That's why I miscounted. All right, he's going to take 5 slices. You're like, I'll be back. I'm going to get these clops removed.
Oh, well, I mean, if he can't do it, I can do it later. I think I have the spell slot for it.
Do you have the spell?
Just, yeah, I do, but I only have 1 third-level slot left.
You know what? I'll bring them cake, because I don't want you to use that in case you need your spell. I'll be back. I'm a quick boy.
Um,
Well, while he's doing that, I guess we could go scout. It's not too far from here.
I will catch up with them in the scouting.
yeah.
Sounds good. All right, let's go be darkness. Yeah, let's do whatever.
To the Wellspring!
We.
To 100 feet away from the Wellspring.
Exactly 100.
Yeah, we're not actually going to
No
drag them
less.
off the map because there's no point, but
Yeah.
yeah. All right, let's grab you some map. So yeah, the sun is setting as you travel.
Oh boy.
Because you're at the party for 2 hours.
Ooh.
Let me adjust the time of day on that. Enable time of day.
While we're hopping over to the new map, I'm gonna disappear for just a second. So I will be right back.
Wee.
2.
That'll give the map time to load.
So I can just drop off that cake real quick while you're loading the map.
Yeah.
He will not be there long. I'm gonna say, how far is that place from the barracks too? Because I gotta calculate how long it'll take him to catch up with the others.
It's not too bad. Like the barracks are kind of southeast of town, and
Okay.
the Wellspring is north of town, so you're not exactly running in the opposite direction.
Okay, because I was like, I thought the little like theater area was a little bit farther. If it's close enough to town, then yeah, he won't worry too much.
It's close enough. It's not going to be a big detour for you.
Okay. Yeah, he'll go full speed after he drops off.
Like maybe what I'll do is a very crude this is where the maps are in relation to each other picture and just share that later.
Okay.
Since it's a little hard to tell when you're just looking at them in the abstract.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to go ahead and drag all of you, including Aiden, onto the new map so that we don't have to share it multiple times.
Yeah. I appreciate. I am Merlin. I am not there.
And then Penelope gets giant again.
We just keep her like that.
And Hemlock gets giant again. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is the correct number. Make sure I don't forget anybody. Probably have to drag Merlin just so that anyone can see anything. Because that's how that works.
Surprisingly, I don't think I saw Merlin on the barracks map.
You don't have to because I don't have line of sight turned on.
Oh.
I have to add him to maps that have line of sight, otherwise his player character can't see anything, and his player character is what we look through.
I was like, oh shit, I figured he'd be blended into the party somewhere.
Yeah.
Chilling at a table.
Alright, let's see how well this works.
Oh shit, I realized I forgot to talk to the dude that's next to Nora, but that is okay.
Alright, Merlin, let's... There you go. You're loading now. Such a weird way to display the unknown location there, Merlin.
Welcome back.
Why is that a rectangle? Are you seeing a rectangle for the map?
Yeah.
I don't know why. There's no line there to make that how it works. Let's see what's up with that.
Rectangle.
Because I don't know why that's a rectangle. Like at all.
When I full screened it, it fixed itself, so it's not a rectangle anymore.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
There it is, yeah. Yeah, for some reason the map only loaded a rectangle for me until I full screened it, and then it's fine. It's very strange.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Thank you for telling me that, because I fixed mine too.
That is a weird bug. Yeah, you notice how I did not enable your ability to run all over the map? Because you're trying to not sneak in and do stuff.
Oh no, I drew a pointer. Like specifically so I could see how far away things are.
Got
I'm
it.
not trying
that makes
to
more
run
sense.
in.
Yeah, that's
You're
fine.
trying to get that like 100 feet.
I'm trying to get that 100 feet, yeah.
Or I guess we're at the 100 feet technically, because if it starts.
See, so that's 100 feet away from, well, Johnny, I guess. Oops.
Like if that stump is technically like the edge of the cave, then you know we might be at the 100 feet starting from where we're at to that stump.
Mm-hmm. If I want to get all the way across the map, see, that's 160 feet. Oops. I didn't realize that would move the arrow. Ah!
Arrows are fun.
There we go.
Relabel that, because there's no reason for it to be like that. It only says unknown location because I did not bother to type in the name. There we go.
Okay, so we have to get all the way up to the stump, basically, for my bat familiar to be able to get all the way across to the other side.
I would say definitely have them out now, though, to check the surrounding area before we move forward at all.
Oh,
so, yeah.
for sure. Yeah, I think on the way over I summoned the bat friend.
Okay. All right, so yep, you guys are down here. Yeah, so like as mentioned, the sun is starting to set, but you still have enough daylight to see by, so that shouldn't matter for anyone who doesn't have dark vision. Yeah, you can see from where you're at now that there's water up ahead, and that's where the wellspring is.
Now, I will say we need to be careful because darkness is where they thrive, so they are likely very awake at this moment versus, you know, even if they aren't nocturnal, the daylight is going, which means their eyesight's going to be a lot better.
All right, so I guess I'll go ahead and go into bat vision. She's just like got a bat familiar perched on her arm. I'll go ahead and go into bat vision, see what I can see, and then I will very quietly say if I need to move forward at all.
Now, do you want to be on Aiden's back so he can move and you're just moving with him?
I suppose we can do that.
I would say it might be the safest option to, in case anything happens, he can run away with her if she can't move on her own.
Yeah, I suppose that'll work, and then, yes, everyone else can be back here to intercept the Dryda. I didn't even question it. If the Dryda does come after us, I suppose Aiden can run back this way, and then we'll have everyone to intercept it, take it out, or at least, like, deter it.
If I come running back, we all fucking run.
Right.
Okay. Sounds like you have a plan then. So yeah, I'm going to leave the movement approval on just to make sure that we understand how far you're going, because it should be giving you distance when you do that. And then I'll just approve them as we go. Assume the NPCs are moving with you.
Should I move Hemlock like it's the bat?
That might be easier.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'd have to make one. And yeah, Hemlock's. We understand Hemlock is with you or somewhere else.
Well, I probably would have left Hemlock himself, like, maybe back at the barracks or something.
Okay, that's fine. Then yeah, we'll just use Hemlock in lieu of a bat. Shouldn't be a problem.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right, so yeah, you can move Hemlock as far as you wish, and I will tell you what you see as you get further up.
Okay, yeah. And
Guess I'll send Bat Friend, Battinson, Bartholomew. I'll come up with a name for the bat.
Sure.
Up out there.
Are you gonna do
Bartoff, away.
And then I'll fly him on Aiden's back.
Okay, are you gonna have him check this area first before we start getting closer though? Because like I don't want us going forward if the Dryder's in this area.
Yeah, I guess I'll just have him. I'll have the bat fly around a bit, and obviously we can look with our special eyes.
There you go.
Brand.
All right, let's see. So you're gonna be looking with a bat. I will get you the bat stats.
Bat stats. If the bat works like at the time I turned into a bat, should have like dark vision or true sight or something like that.
It has blind sight.
Blind sight. That's what I'm. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for.
And advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing.
Ooh.
Neat. All right, so you're gonna swoop around and listen.
Yep, pretty much.
Okay. So let me just.
So Ennis is basically seeing nothing but hearing, or is she like seeing what the bat hears?
So you were experiencing the world through its blind sight.
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of like things are dark, but you're getting the outlines of things. So, actually, can I
location, bitches?
make this work? Hold on. Never bothered with this. Let's find out.
Oh,
there you go.
Baller.
Cool.
I accidentally closed the map.
No,
I can't find it. Thank you.
So there you go.
So yeah, I had the bat kind of fly around over towards Merlin and then to the opposite corner before kind of heading. So should I actually be doing that?
No, you don't have to. I know what you're doing. So swooping around, you notice that this area has a suspiciously light in wildlife. You're not seeing a whole lot of birds, like diurnal or nocturnal. You're not seeing a whole lot. There are definitely spiders, little spiders set up in the trees and things like that, but you're not really getting a whole lot of other animals in the area. But you're not finding anything like a giant monstrosity Dryder or anything either. So hey, nothing seems to be looming above you in the trees.
Now, this might be like a roll, but do the spiders seem like Kwaku spiders, where they are like surveillance cameras, essentially?
That's a weird one, because you're looking at them through the bat senses, but you're thinking as Annis.
Mm-hmm.
So thinking as Annis, you can roll insight.
And I will also kind of relay that fact to the group at large.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, I don't know who's going to understand this, but the spiders around, and they may be like Kwaku's surveillance camera spiders.
I
We
Oh
might
my
want to be on
God.
the lookout. I only rolled a 7.
You can't really pick up any special behavior out of these spiders.
I want to check
Can-
into that.
There's also not much around in the way of wildlife other than spiders. Maybe I should have summoned a spider instead of a bat.
Can I make a perception check to see if I can see any spiders?
Yeah.
Gentle reminder that
boy.
I cannot see or hear anything that while I am like this.
Yeah. Can I look as well?
Yeah, you can put through perception checks for spiders.
And then can I
Oh, no.
guidance myself?
Don't worry,
so I-
Penelope. There's no spiders.
Penelope willingly does not see the spiders.
Yeah, because can I guidance myself for my perception roll? Because he's just like, what do I see with my magic eyes?
You can, just because you're consciously rolling it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do this. Oh, fuck.
They teased that 20 for a while.
It
Ooh.
did 13.
There are definitely some spiders on the trees. There's one of them
Are-
currently looming down above Penelope, but she doesn't seem to see it.
Oh no.
Can I... Like, are they, like, in clumps? Or are they, like
They're just
scattered
crawling around on the
around?
trees and stuff, like normal spider behavior.
Okay, yeah. I
Some of
just
them
wasn't
are
sure if
like,
they're-
you know, weaving webs and stuff, eating flies.
There's just... Okay, they're just a lot of them. They're not acting, like, in packs or anything.
Yeah, they're just around. Like, they
Are
seem to
there
be
other-
one of the only things that live here.
Are there other bugs, or is it really just spiders?
It's spiders and things that spiders eat.
Hmm.
You don't notice any, like, wasps or anything like that.
And then this also might be a roll. Does it seem like Driders can control spiders?
From your roll before, you don't remember that being a thing.
Okay. Well, she might be like Kwaku.
Just, he's listening to her mumble, taking notes.
I will say that moving the camera around with this effect on is pretty neat. If you haven't done it yet.
Whoa!
Okay,
Wow.
Let's see. How far away
Jeez.
is Bartholomew? I like Bartholomew. Let's see how far away he is now. 50 feet. Okay, so I will have him move to about right here,
Okay.
which would put him 80 feet away. Do I need to roll perception?
You can roll perception once you get there.
Okay.
Is that as far as you had him move? I thought the arrow went further than that.
All right. Let's see. Perception.
Ooh.
20.
That's a spicy one.
Do I see any
Ooh.
Do I see any Driders?
You see. Let's see. If I can remember how this all
Oh, that's a
works.
tree. I'm like, I see some sort of sun. That's not
Yeah.
right.
That is a tree. Yeah. I have to remember how this works because we haven't done it in forever. Using the old-fashioned map nonsense. Okay, so give you a little more view. The area up here, so that you're closer now.
It looks pool is radioactive. I think we were too late.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Oh, so much
No.
spider web.
Absolutely
Which
not.
would actually be harder to see if you didn't have blind sight, because it's a spider web.
Whew. I am so glad that it's Annis and not me that's seeing this.
I didn't have the heart to tell Penelope there's a spider over her head. I'm like, I can't move just yet, but oh boy, do I just want to like bat it off of her so bad.
And this is like, all right, shut up if you're saying anything. This is important. There are lots of spider webs. Just, wow, there are a lot of spider webs. I suppose I will move the bat a little bit more forward. 95. Okay, so I can move to about there. All right, so I will have... So there are no trees, because that's basically the beach of the Wellspring?
You mean what's immediately in front of you?
Yeah.
Cave.
Yeah, that's effectively the tiny beach of it.
Oh.
Okay.
This aligns with what Soren said about taking a break next to the water.
Mm.
Oh.
Okay, well, I will... So if I encourage the bat to fly up higher, that actually effectively means I can't have him go as far, because this is a straight line, but going 100 feet and then up would be further away. Because
Yeah.
math. Okay.
Yeah, due to Pythagoras.
If Annis needs him to move forward, like I would assume she'd just tug him forward, like
Yeah.
an action. Yeah.
She'll be like, all right, be careful, but if you can move just a little further forward.
So I would say if Annis is like 10 feet behind Johnny, he would gently, 10 feet up, match where she's at, so she can get a little closer. And then
Okay, so drag
slowly-
Aiden where you're gonna drag him, and I'll approve the move.
Okay,
There we
yeah.
go.
And then we can just assume Annis is on Aiden's back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
'cause I
it's just
figured-
assumed.
Yeah. That gives her an extra 10 feet to fly up at least.
I'll have the bat kind of look back and see if I can spot me on Aiden.
So, the bat has only 60 feet of vision. I've been kind of fudging it for the water because it can pick up ripples.
Gotcha.
But it actually has trouble seeing back to you because it can see blind amazing for 60 feet, and after that, its vision is kind of iffy.
All right, I'll have the bat kind of fly up.
You're gonna give it some vertical.
Yeah, just so that the Drider doesn't jump out of the water and eat him. Because like even though he'll just disappear immediately, that's not something Annis wants to experience.
Right. Okay, I've got it
she'll
up 10
have
feet.
him go, 20 feet up.
20 feet.
And then start to go across the water if he can.
Okay.
I would say I need to put you a little closer, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
Okay, so he'll slowly go another 10 feet. And just inch by inch until Annis, like, puts him to a halt. Maybe, like, actually, like,
There.
fuck, what's the word? Heel in the side so he knows.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and let me know if you want me to keep going.
Little further forward.
Alright, he's gonna do another 10 feet. Very slowly.
Do I need to roll another perception?
Sure.
Guidance.
You
Thank
can't
you,
guidance on the bird or on the bat.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't transfer.
No.
No.
It doesn't get you much more now.
Should I roll it? Anna's using the perceiving.
Oh, I see. Yeah, hold on. Let me roll for the bat.
Annis is like
You both rolled a
looking-
6.
Okay.
Oh no.
So not too great. Okay.
All right. Like, you
Annis
still got
is,
some
like,
mileage off of your
perceiving
20 before, so.
what the bat is perceiving. Yeah. But Annis can be looking for different things than the bat.
Yeah,
If that makes any sense. Yeah.
it does. I'll give you a little more view of what the immediate environment looks like, because that's what the
Other
bat
than-
can see.
Other than spiderwebs, I don't see much. Oh, we're gonna have to get a little bit closer, I think.
Okay, yeah, he didn't move me from the last one, so I'll continue it from there. So
It does look like there's some sort of cave on the other side of the water.
okay, so he'll go up another 10 feet, make that 20. Again, very fucking slowly.
Yeah.
Bat will keep flying forward because it's not like
Okay.
the bat can stop in midair. So
I didn't
the
do a
bat is
stealth check.
flying a little. What now?
I didn't do a stealth check.
Oh,
The bat is flying a little slower than Iron is walking, I guess.
Oh, I'm walking real slow. I am inch by fucking inch.
Cool.
12.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Alright, so you moving the bat up?
Oh, I should have like passed without a trace. Damn it! Could I have?
Like, retroactively?
No, it's too late now. We can't.
Well,
yeah.
pass without a trace isn't going to do anything for something flying. Because it doesn't
No,
leave...
for Iden.
For me.
Oh, for Iden. Yeah, you could have done that for Iden, although... Yeah, I don't care. You can do that. That's fine. That makes sense.
Whatever it is, add it to my 12.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let me see if I actually can.
It's like, I know we saved a 3rd slot spell if we needed it. No, I don't know if this was 3rd level or not.
Oh, that's so weird. I thought Pass Without a Trace was one of my like circle spells. Or I got it for free.
Is it your Wood Elf spell?
I thought so, but I don't see it on my spell list.
Let me see. Let's see. Druid Circle gets you Circle of the Land spells. You get...
Maybe I
Wow,
just
this stuff's
had
hard.
Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah, so it's not a freebie from your Circle spells. Let's see. In your Wood Elf Magic, you get Pass Without a Trace from your Wood Elf Magic. That's where you got it from.
I don't see it on here. Does that mean that I've already cast it then today?
Which you can cast once without expending a spell slot. Let me check your slow loading action list because, my god, it's full of Druid. Let's see.
Oh wait, I see it. I see it down here. Okay.
Yeah.
So that
There
gets
you
you
go.
a plus 10? Yeah.
Plus
that
10,
gives
I
you a
think,
plus-
yeah.
The bat,
Nice.
I don't care about being stealthy. The
Right.
Iden, I do care about being stealthy.
Fair.
Annis is his personal you will be stealthy helper because without Annis, he's a hot mess.
Okay. So yeah, you've gotten a little further up. Like you said before, you can see a little bit of something at the top. Like, again, it's outside of what would normally be in the bat range, but I think it works for this. So don't worry about that. Cool.
There's
So
a
your bat is now
cave
over
about-
the middle.
Okay, Iden, the bat can't see us, so I don't know how close we are. The bat's in the middle of the... What is it, like a pond, or...
Yeah, it's like water.
The bat's in the middle of this pond, and there's a cave about 70 feet away from that.
And I can
don't know-
see. So this right here is like where the stump is. That starts the water.
The stump is
Yeah.
right at the edge of the water, yeah.
Okay.
And
So
there's
this-
spiderwebs
So I'm
all
going to give you
over the
normal
water.
vision for a second, since that's really
Okay.
just a bad effect.
Yeah, because I can't tell what's
there
what.
you go.
Okay.
Does this make more sense now?
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So because of what Thorin's told me, I'm going to have him just if he goes forward a little bit, he's going towards this tree line now.
Mm-hmm.
To not be, because we're getting a little closer, and he doesn't want to be out in this gap where potentially,
Yeah.
because if she jumped out from the water from below, yeah, so it puts 10 feet forward against the back and move 10 more feet. He's keeping track of how far he is from the party. So he's only 40 feet away from Derek, so he could do that in what, like a movement?
Yeah, you've got ridiculous range.
Yeah.
Just letting you know, there are spider webs all around the shoreline, so I wouldn't get as close as you feel comfortable getting, but I wouldn't get too much closer.
Another 10 feet, because that puts him right at his exact movement to make it back to Derek in one go.
So you're going to go for another 10?
Yeah, that'll put me right at my base movement speed of 50.
Okay.
And that'll get the bat another 10 feet. And that puts him kind of hidden within the trees as well.
All right. Are you moving the bat up 10 feet?
Yep.
Cool. And now give a new perception check for the bat. Okay. Yeah, the bat rolled pretty well on that one. So now we're going to have the fun part. So, Annis, give me a history check.
History? Okay.
Yep.
Here we go. Can I guidance myself?
Sure.
Or does it... Okay. Oh, well, 13.
I mean, let's see. So I'm going to temporarily cut off the effect again for reference. So,
Oh boy.
turning off that effect, I recommend you take a look at a specific part of the map. Let me just zoom that in for you.
And the spider bust its ass out the middle of the lake water. Ate the bat.
Looking over here at Dim Bird.
Oh no, I'm actually scared now.
And
20 feet up. Gonna point that out. Fully 20 feet above the water.
so, something does stand out to Annis right now. Something about this water looks familiar to an illusion that she's seen before. And then she remembers what it was.
Oh.
Is this where he's staying?
Something about the structure of the ground that you can see under the water, which you can see thanks to the power of echolocation, because of the weird way D&D blind sight works, not how bats work. You can see that it's the same place where, at least from the way the scrying effect via scraggly illusion worked out, that this is where Clover went.
You feel Annis like tense on the back of you, and she's just like, oh, I think this is where Clover is. I think this is where Clover went.
Oh. Okay, now he tenses too. We're just a pile of just...
If I had to put money on it, I'd say he's probably in that cave. If he went anywhere.
Okay.
Remember that I can't hear what you're saying.
He's just...
So, I mean, I assume you're not screaming, because that would give you away.
He's holding it in. He wouldn't scream this out. No. He's having
Well, since the bat is as far away as it can get, and Aiden has stopped moving forward, the bat is going to circle back. Probably to about here.
Do you want him to move forward more, or are you going to tell him to stay here? 'Cause it's up to you. He's listening to you, but now he's at like full attention and alert.
Well, no, the bat. She's gonna have the bat move back so that it can actually see where, or try to see where they are.
Essentially. Okay.
All right, so you're having the bat fly back south?
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie. Okay, as the bat is flying back south, whoosh, let me get all that out of the way.
I'm so nervous.
The bat flies, and just as the bat is in Aiden's view,
I'm about to fucking... It's about to That's
Does that see? Can Anna see herself through the bat?
Nope, but Annis can see Aiden because she's lost her connection to the bat.
Oh no.
I want a perception to see if either the spider or Einosh has now
You can attempt to perceive what happened since you were there.
Okay.
This is your chance to see what happened.
Yeah, I am trying with all my fucking might because I fucking knew that was gonna happen. Yes or no to the guidance on the very intense eyeballing at the moment.
You don't get to do that this time because you're concentrating on looking instead of a spell.
That's fair.
Or you'd miss it entirely. So you actually just have to roll a normal one.
Fuck my life.
You didn't see what happened. It just disappeared. You heard a keek, and that was it.
We need to get out of here.
Yeah, he's not even gonna let her speak.
Hey, you rolled persuasion instead of perception.
Oh.
You're gonna try and persuade your eyeballs.
That's funny too. Yeah, roll
right.
perception. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to point out that unless Aiden saw the bat get eaten,
13.
then he wouldn't know what happened, but Annis would know something happened because she immediately lost connection to the bat.
Yeah.
So what Aiden sees, it's admittedly kind of hard to see through all this brush, but what you see is something from the left in that spiderwebby area leap through the air in silhouette, overtake it, and disappear in the spiderwebs to the right.
Now, the silhouette, was it large and spidery? Or was it more like, I don't know, humanoid? Did I get any size reference? Like, smaller, or medium, or large?
Roll.
How big was it compared to the bat?
It was much bigger than the bat. So, Aiden, roll... This is funny for you. Roll nature.
Oh. Oh boy, I have a -1 in nature. Please be like
roll
all
it
my
with
Arcana
advantage.
rolls.
No, actually roll this with advantage. You have a pretty good chance of knowing what this is.
Oh, thank fucking Jesus. All right, advantage. Fuck my life.
Wow.
13.
13. Well, let's see. So you let's see. So no, your roll ended up being an 8, didn't it?
Oh yeah. No, I had advantage.
Yeah, you dropped the 2, and you kept the 9.
And then it gives me 13. Oh, that's my perception.
That was your previous roll, yeah.
Oh, shit! I didn't realize it dropped the other. Oh, that's
okay.
awful.
So with your 8, it was definitely bigger than the bat.
I'm crying.
I'm gonna let you have this one anyway because it's gonna be really obvious to you, and you really just needed to not roll a 1. It was about the size of a horse.
So it's the spider. And he's gonna again with he's just
Fuck! We need to get out. Leave. We need to get Aiden.
Yeah.
We need to get out of here.
He's gonna like kind of like if she starts talking, he's going to just nudge her to not talk and just go back his movement speed. He does not want her talking right now because they are getting out of there.
So she's just like shit.
Okay, you passed without trace back.
Yeah.
Oh wait, well that's not actually Hemlock, but.
And then he's just gonna like take his head, do the like the head neck thing where you like yeet it that way. It's like we're leaving. No noise, no nothing. Just get the fuck out of there.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, I'm not gonna bother dragging you off the map, but there you go.
And then suitable distance away.
Yeah.
Ennis will hop back down and be like, so. Woo.
So that was a driver.
That looked like where Clover was recovering.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when Scraggly scryed on him, that looks like it. It's a pond. There's spider webs everywhere, all around the shoreline. I don't know what happened to the bat, but.
Well, now we've got some new concerns.
Wait, Aiden, did you see what happened to the bat?
Oh yeah, it was definitely the driver.
Ah.
Yeah, that was a big horse, like, shape of get wrecked. Hopping from web to web, no doubt, no doubt. No,
But
no,
we
no.
could-
That brings major concerns because if the Drider didn't eat Clover, which I'm going to take as not because I had an argument with him, well, not Clover, but Einosh this morning. That means potentially Einosh is having the spider work for him,
Oh, great.
which means
Oh, fuck.
that makes this trip a little bit more dangerous. We might need to actually face this head on.
And as far as I could see through the bat, there is a cave on the other side of the water, but it seems like the bat got right at the edge, right there, which
We're
makes
gonna-
sense. That's where the horse got eaten, I think.
Yes. Except this is definitely something we're gonna have to bring up to the Rangers and probably the leaders as well, because this changes a lot. And
Yeah,
if
definitely.
Lucretia's still around, maybe let her know.
I mean, it seems like she wants to clean up Anosh's mess, so
He just looks at Penelope. It's like, you have contact with her?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
well, for now,
Well,
let's get back to the barracks and let the paladins and the rangers know. And
yeah. No, I just brought cake to the leaders, but I might need to go back and be like, remember? Oh, like it was like fun time, celebration, cake. I'm glad you ate the cake because now we got problems again.
You think we could just throw a giant toaster in that water and just let nature take its course?
I would not like Clover to get hurt.
well, I could call lightning, but
I'm okay with Clover being hurt.
No. And he just
no, we're okay with Einosh being hurt. We're not quite okay with Clover being hurt. There's a difference.
I'm okay with whatever turned me into a rock being hurt.
that was Einosh.
I'm
Okay,
okay
then
with
we'll shock
too,
that one.
honestly.
That doesn't quite work like that. But let's get all the way back.
It's
I'm
like,
assuming.
have you ever heard of those the mushrooms that like infect the brains of the ants, like a parasite?
Yeah.
It's like that. Einosh is like infecting Clover like a parasite.
Ugh.
But presumably there's a way to get the parasite out of Clover. I think.
Not
There's
easy.
a Pokemon called Paris.
Oh my god.
Well, that'll be a thing to think about for a week, I guess. So there you go.
Yeah.
A thing to look
I'm
forward
assuming-
to.
I'm assuming we at least make it back to like the barracks when we hop
Yeah,
back
nothing
to the
eats
map
you.
again.
Nothing
Okay.
eats you. You get back just fine. You were passing without a trace, and you kept your safe distance.
Cool. Hooray.
I'm so stressed. I'm so stressed that Anna saw that and recognized that.
I don't know if I'm glad or not that Annis realized that was probably the same pond that Clover was clovering in.
It's stressful via the fact that potentially the Drider is now working for Einosh.
Mm-hmm.
But it's great in the fact that we've got an actual location because we knew it was somewhere in Sherwood. We just couldn't figure out where.
And we're not going into a fight thinking we're going to beat up a Drider and then getting ambushed by Clover. By Einosh.
Yeah, that would have been the worst. Like, aha, we got the fucking Drider. And then just fucking whiplash. Oh no, there's green spores in the air that we can't see.
Mm-hmm.
If it's super misty, because I don't know if it is misty or not, if that's what that is.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
So, oh my gosh. Thank you, MVP Annis. Thank you.
Scouting is important, you guys.
Scouting is always important. Gosh.
Thank you, Bartholomew. Your service will be is appreciated. You will not be forgotten.
We will hold a ceremony for Bartholomew.
I mean, he's not dead.
Yeah. He just
What?
turned into fairy dust or something.
Oh, he's not dead? Oh.
The
No,
fun thing
summon
about familiars in
familiar-
D&D is that it's just you're giving form to a thing, and then it gets poofed,
Yeah.
and then you use the same thing when you make a new one later.
Oh.
Not like Hemlock. If Hemlock gets eaten, Hemlock is done. That's the
Yeah,
reason
Hemlock
I
is
didn't
special.
Hemlock Scout.
Okay. I didn't realize it wasn't really like an actual animal, more of a concept. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's the
Mhm.
difference. Like, Hemlock is using familiar rules, but Hemlock is really more like a special animal companion. It's just
Yeah.
5e is not very good at handling that, so we stole some rules and put it together.
That's
Mhm.
okay. I think Bartholomew still deserves a slice of cake.
Hemlock will eat that slice of cake for him.
Good.
In
Hemlock will
solidarity.
eat all of the cake that is not eaten.
Oh my gosh. That left me with more stress than I wanted because I was like, oh, it'll be a nice session. We'll just do some like scouting. We'll go back. We'll like sleep for the night. No, you gotta get me a fucking hook.
The important
How
thing
dare
is that
you.
now you know what spells to pick.
Daylight, my whole person again. So many.
Get your anti-vampire tree spells.
Yeah.
So
Might
get the flamethrower and the grenades. Got it.
I've got all my Healy spells.
Those are important
That'd be one
spells.
way to deal with the Drider.
See, I know you meant Healy spells like healing, but I totally just pictured you putting like the Healy tennis shoes on Aiden.
Oh no.
More Heelys.
I think
You
if you
wouldn't-
put Heelys on the Drider, it would fall over a lot.
It would.
So
It would
the
be
new
very
plan-
Harry Potter with the roller skates thing
Yeah.
on the Bogart.
Oh my god.
But
So
yeah,
if Aiden were to skateboard, would it be 2 skateboards on each side or 4 different skateboards, one for each foot?
I think if you did that, they'd just be roller skates.
Oh, that's fair. Would it be like skis?
Yes.
It's more fun to think that way. Although I don't think he'd be able to move like that. The way horse legs work, I don't think he'd be able to move.
We just put him at the top of a hill and push.
I mean, you could do that.
Better keep your balance, Aiden.
We'll just give Aiden the kick scooters.
Oh my god.
Go get some of those rental scooters from downtown. But yeah, so that's a thing to think about for the next week. I'm going to disappear as I'm running out of voice, and I'm pretty sure at least one of you probably is too.
And then I
Oh,
have
yeah,
to go to work. Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah. So everybody rest well and start plotting your next session.
Oh, I'm plotting.
Uh,
Good night.
Good
Good night.